Are we going?
Yeah, you're up.
Oh, okay, awesome. Sorry about that. I guess we are live. Welcome to the Al Smith Invite here, one of the most prestigious events here in wrestling in Indiana. It's a big wrestling event. There's tons of people here in the cave, more for any Mishawaka sporting event. That's how big this is. You've got schools from below south of Indianapolis and as close as Penn High School. So there's a ton of great wrestlers here in this gym right now. Currently, we're bringing to you consolation matches, semifinals from placing for 3rd, 5th, and 7th guys trying to make their way to get some placing in this prestigious event here. And it's hard to do so. We've seen so many great wrestlers already go down, not making it to the finals, which will be coming up around 1 p.m. That's where it's projected to start. But, yeah, a lot of wrestling going on today.
Yeah, we're going to try to bring you some things that are maybe more pertinent to our viewers. Right now we got Vinny Freeman wrestling over to our right, so we're going to try to show you that here in a second. But lots of great wrestling happened today as we'll be bringing it to you the rest of the evening.
That's right. Yep. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this wrestling.
So right in front of us here, we've got Crown Point and Garrett. Crown Point in the red, Garrett in the dark maroon and blue there. That is Griffin Van Ticklecht from Crown Point. Big lead over Carter Fieldman of Garrett. But we're going to try to get over to the right if somebody can run this camera for us.
See if we can get that going.
There we go. Here we have got a consolation match. This is Israel Sinnott of Hanover Central against Vinny Freeman of Penn. Both in black, so a little bit hard, but you got the Freeman in the black with the gold trim. Hanover Central with the black with the blue trim there. Daniel, what do we got so far?
Right now, we've got a 4-1 matchup here. The leading right now is the wrestler from Hanover Central. That's Israel Sinnott over Vinny Freeman.
Yeah, two seniors. Both have only lost once this year. Freeman's first loss was here today to send him to the consolation round. So big matchup over on the right side as Karma's going to get us back over to the right side hopefully here in a second. There we go. Lots of great wrestling here today. Daniel, you've been here a few years. Obviously, you talked about the crowd. What's the energy that the gym has here during Al Smith?
It's electric. All 2 days, it's electric. And once it gets to the finals, you got guys being introduced. They introduce GPA and record and your career so far in high school, sometimes dating back to earlier in high school, how long you've been wrestling. A lot of this is, electric energy that has been building up for years because a lot of these wrestlers in the state of Indiana that commit to being a premium high school wrestler and hopefully wrestling at the next level and then maybe even further than that, they dream about placing first in the Al Smith Invite. So it's a big moment for them. The finals, every school is getting hyped up for whoever wrestler is from their school that's representing their school in the finals. They get very, very excited. Each and every school's student, fan, parent section around here is kind of evened up and mixed together, jumbled up a little bit here in the cave. They all get very, very loud, excited. If there's a missed call, you're going to hear from them. The energy, electric is the only way
Absolutely.
I can describe this energy.
Right now, we've got 7-3 over here. Sinnott of Hanover Central has the 4-point lead over the number 1 ranked Freeman as we are now in the 3rd period here in consolation.
A big surprise to see Vinny Freeman lose and not make it in the finals. He's committed to Cornell University, and he's, like you said, he's ranked number 1.
Right.
So.
Well, right now he's got to make a move. 40 seconds left to wrestle as he gets the leg. He's going to need a takedown, probably let him go. Oh, no.
An even bigger hole dug now for Vinny Freeman to climb out of.
An absolutely massive reversal there as this looks almost insurmountable here with 20 seconds left.
Freeman trying to get things to look a little better with an escape, and he will. 10-4 now in favor of Sinnott of Hanover Central. And that'll wrap things up as he'll get the W. 6-point lead, 6-point win.
Well, and earlier, Daniel, when I was here with Ryan, we were watching some matches, and that match between Center Grove and Penn's Vinnie Freeman was huge. I mean, it was almost a whole crowd rooting against Freeman, which was an interesting, and you hear it here with the big cheers. So a tough loss there for Freeman as he will not make it to that third place match.
Certainly not something you want to see. I'm sure he'll take that personally moving on in the sectionals and further play.
Well, and this is where you have opportunities. You have a chance to make something happen. And, okay, it didn't go your way here today, but you got more season, right? Penn wrestles against Mishawaka here coming up in January. Then you've got, obviously, sectionals at the end of January and a chance to move on in the state tournament.
And you'll see this all throughout today. I'm sure there was some of that yesterday as well.
Right.
There's some chippiness, even with fans,
Always,
not even with wrestlers. We saw as Vinny was exiting the gym, a little bit of altercation. It just happens. It's very personal. This event's very prestigious, and you want to be in that final.
Well, and you got lots of people, and you saw the Hanover Central team over there with the coaches in that corner who were just so excited. And sometimes it's not even about winning the championship, but getting those individual match wins and to kind of build your momentum into the rest of the season. Right now we got lots going on here. 3 mats all in consolation semis right now, trying to get to that third place match. What you see right now is kind of, we're getting into the heavier weights. We're at 285 over there. Jacob Reynolds of Garrett against Dace Loggle McNeil of Zionsville. We're going to go through lots of names. I'm sure we'll mispronounce some. Sorry about that as we're getting ready to go. We've also got a floor camera ready to go there as we see Nico Price down there on the floor as he's got mat 1. That's Derek Morrison of Wawasee, currently losing to Clayton Miller. As we're going to be showing you some different things as we go on today.
As you can see, there's a lot of wrestling going on. 3 mats at once. All these guys just trying to place. Like we said, our attention right now focused on mat 1. Derek Morrison is in a deep hole. The Wawasee wrestler is trailing by 9 to Clayton Miller of Columbus East. And he's still in trouble.
Yeah, Miller looks like he's in full control, as you can see that going on here now. We do have a close one over here at 285. It's 6-6. Mat 3 has an injury right now, so we'll keep you here.
Morrison's got less than 5 to just drown this one out. And he'll move on, winning final 13-1 over Morrison of Wawasee.
Yeah, right now 1-0 in the match you're seeing. Loggle McNeil of Zionsville has the 1-0 lead. They're in the second period. A little hard to tell, but you got Zionsville in the black singlets there with the American flag on the back. Garrett again in the maroon and blue. And this is a close one. We'll keep it here for now as it's 1-0 here into the second period.
The heavier weights can be either the most exciting, as you see there with the takedown, the Zionsville wrestler gets it. It could also be the most kind of, you get more stalling calls. It's a little bit more of a less exciting match sometimes when it comes to those. But right now, these guys are moving.
A big reversal there. And that was huge. Instead of going down 4-0 into the third period, it's now 4-2. So an interesting match here for this consolation semis.
Taking the down position is Jacob Reynolds. And in these tournaments like Al Smith, where you're wrestling for 2 days, I can't imagine the fatigue that can build up, especially once you get to that final, if you get to that final.
Well, and as you talked about, it's not just the, yes, you're you're fatigued because you're wrestling, but you're traveling and you're staying in hotels and you're doing all these things and you're just you're not comfortable, right? You don't get to stay at your home. You don't get to, you got to travel to, your dual meets and whatever. But this is such a long weekend, and a lot of these wrestlers are going back to school Monday.
Right.
We got a lot of Mishawaka fans. No Mishawaka wrestlers will be in the first, third, or fifth place matches. You will see some coming up here soon, as we have 3 Mishawaka wrestlers in the 7th place match coming up. Josh Kite, Chance Smith, and Caden O'Neill. Still a tight one here. 45 seconds, Daniel, 4-2. Reynolds still has a chance to win this.
Yeah, Dace Logger McNeil of Zionsville, he has some control, but not exactly firm. Only a 2-point lead.
Yeah, it's so hard when those big bodies get you down. You got to try to get up as that clock's counting down.
McNeil currently on top, in control, wants to stay that way, but no. Big reversal, and now near fall being awarded.
So he ties it up with that reversal, and if he's getting 3 near fall, now he's taking the 3-point lead with only 10 seconds left.
That's a big deal. 7-4 now in a matter of seconds. Clock winding down, and in about 7 seconds, he gets a 3-point victory.
As that was happening, big pin here on mat 1, as Crown Point, who's been leading all day today, gets a pin in that Consolation semis.
We got a Mishawaka wrestler, our first one of the day. We're going to go ahead and get that for you on mat 1.
Chance Smith going to be wrestling here for 7th place, so this will be his last match of the day. And whoever wins hits 7th, and whoever loses ends up in 8th, as we are making our way through here.
Chance Smith, the young guy, a younger brother of Kobe Smith, Mishawaka wrestler, senior, and former Mishawaka wrestler, girls wrestler, Kiki Smith. They travel out of bounds in the first few seconds of this one.
Chance Smith's kind of feeling his mouth there, saying he got hit in the face a little bit. It's a tough tournament. 7th place is nothing to be sad about here in the Al Smith tournament.
Yeah, you really can't be disappointed with placing at all in the tournament. I mean,
right,
especially in that top 7.
Got to direct as I work here,
Yes, it's a tournament that definitely needs that. 3-point takedown there for the Crown Point wrestler as time expires.
Yeah, it's Jacob Powers of Crown Point, 7-7 on the year, junior. We'll see as he got those 3 points late. Again, in Consolations, you only got that 1-minute first period instead of 2, so a little bit shorter, and a good job taking advantage there by Powers to get that 3-point takedown.
Chance has got the top position here, and we're going to call clasping of hands. So 1-point escape there for Powers. He takes a 4-point lead. Chance still scoreless.
Mishawaka coaches have raved about Chance Smith's work ethic this offseason, get ready for wrestling, and he's kind of shown that in his record so far this year.
Taking the shot. Doesn't quite capitalize as they flirt with that out-of-bounds area. Powers has still got 2 points of contact inbounds, so whistle not blown yet.
They've got the score 5-0 here in favor of Powers.
They'll say out of bounds now, and they'll stand him up neutral with 1:10 left in the second.
First-year head coach Benji Dolly down in the corner there with Josh Olson. We got an injury timeout.
Chance Smith got his arms and shoulders maybe bothering him a little bit.
Yeah,
Looks
I
like
don't know.
that right arm or shoulder.
It was kind of abrupt, too. It didn't look like much there. You can see him looking at that right shoulder a little bit. Hess there Hannah Hess, one of the trainers here, taking a look there. In the background, you've got official Austin Faulkner, a Mishawaka grad. Benji Dolly in the white there, first-year head coach. As we head over to match on our left side here. That is also a 7th-place match at 106. Vince McCoy, South Bend Riley, Gavin Longoria of Lowell there. They are tied as you see a stalling call made as we are back to wrestling here with Chance Smith of Mishawaka.
Both back on their feet. Chance and his right shoulder look in good shape, and he's looking to try to score some points here. And a leg grab by Powers. They're going to give him the 3-point takedown. And that adds to his already plentiful lead. 8 points now. Smith remains scoreless. So after that, 30 seconds left in the second period now, and Powers taking the top position, not allowing Smith to escape or have any hopes of doing so. So they go out of bounds.
Smith was trying to kind of roll him through there. Not much happening. He's still got time. There's 18 seconds here in the second period, third period coming up, but you're already down 8-0. And against Crown Point, one of the great wrestling programs in the state right now.
Smith fighting for any points he can grab in less than 10 seconds left. Powers, though, in firm control, and it looks like they'll stay in that position to ride that second quarter out, or second period, excuse me, and advance on to the third and final.
Well, right now, what you're looking at is all 7th-place matches. Looks like Josh Kite's coming up over to our right, so you'll see that coming up here shortly.
All right, third period, both wrestlers on their feet, taking shots. Smith has quite the deficit to overcome. But he's taking a big shot, doesn't capitalize, and Powers may end up benefiting from that one. He's got that arm.
Yeah, they locked arms there, and they're both down.
They'll stand it back up.
Yeah, stalemate called as they'll go back to the middle. 1:25 left to wrestle. Over to our right, we got, looks like Portage against Mishawaka, as it'll be a chance for Mishawaka to get 7th place at 120. No, excuse me, at 1 something else. As
So
Josh
many weight
Kite
classes.
is wrestling over there against, it looks like Portage.
Right now, Smith again maybe trying to avoid being taken down, but also get a takedown at the same time. No points awarded yet. Less than a minute to wrestle in this third period.
And Josh Kite's already on his back over here at the 7th place at 126. He just barely gets out of that.
And they'll set these two wrestlers back up again, Powers and Smith. 45 left to wrestle here. And the possibility for this Mishawaka wrestler and Chance Smith finishing at 7th place becoming less and less likely.
Yeah, just not a lot of time left. He hasn't got any points so far in this 7th place match.
In 10 seconds now. Looks like these two will just stay on their feet and try to round this one out. Nope, never mind. Some shots taken just unsuccessful from Smith, and he'll just ride that one out. So Powers gets the win there for Crown Point. We make our way over to our right. That's Matt 2, Josh Kite. Trailing right now to the Portage wrestler.
Yeah, it looks like Julian Duggar of Portage, the junior. Kite went down 7-0 early, but he's battled back. It is now 7-6 as he's gotten a takedown, some other points there. So a good job. He got on his back early. Looked like he might get pinned, but he's fought back to only be down 1, and now he's trying to flip him on his back.
Let's see what he can do. He's got near fall, and they're counting. They'll say out of bounds. Kite does not like that, but he got 4 near fall points. He does like that.
Yeah, Mishawaka coaches didn't like that call, but what they're saying is that they flipped him up and he didn't have any points of contact in that circle anymore. So that'll send him back out, but he's taking the lead now.
10-7 as it stands with 1:05 left in the second period. Kite in the top position, doesn't want Duggar to get any chance of standing up, making it a 2-point match. Kite still wrestling this one out.
Yeah, still a lot of time in this match, and he's got him flipped over again.
Got near fall, 4 waiting for him. Can he finish the job? A possible
I think he's
pin.
got it.
He's got 30 seconds to do so if he doesn't have it yet. But I think he may have it already. He's just waiting for the whistle. And they'll stop him. Potentially dangerous, they'll say. And
Well, and 2 things there yet. Well, they're actually going to give up 1-point penalty for an illegal hold there. And now Josh Kite's calling injury time. He's looking at his knee a little bit. And he had those legs wrapped up around the neck. And so we'll see what they say here as you take a look at Kite.
19 left in the second over there. Matt 2 with Kite and Duggar. 14-8 the score. And Kite in injury timeout. Take a look at his left leg. So we're on 1 now, and that's Eric Hunt of Western and Luke Johnson of Chesterton High School. Score right now, 3-0 in favor of the Western wrestler, Hunt.
Got lots of courts here, Daniel.
We do. It's that kind of event here this afternoon.
High scoring here over Kite, up 14-8 as he got some near fall, but then also gave up a point on that hold.
Clock approaching 0 in that second period, and the buzzer sounds. Kite still with the firm lead, 14-8. And he elects to take the top position here. My apologies, our focus is currently on mat 1. It's Hunt and Johnson still of Chesterton and Western. Johnson of Chesterton and Hunt of Western, excuse me. And they're wrestling this one out still. 3-0 remains the score. They're gonna call an illegal hold and, potentially dangerous, and it's gonna be set back up.
Kite's been really dominant here in this top position. so far.
Looks like Hunt still in control over there on mat 1. Here on your screen. There we go. We've got a Mishawaka wrestler on your screen now. Kite still controlled, but less now. 4-point lead with 50 seconds left in the third. They go out of bounds.
And something's wrong with Kite's knee. He's calling injury time again. And looked like he might have said, I can't move it, and that's not what you want. If you can't continue, you end up with that forfeit. And honestly, Duggar doesn't look a lot healthier. He's holding that shoulder over there too. So we're gonna go back to mat 1 here. Hunt of Western, that's in that striped singlet there with the black and blue. Chesterton's Luke Johnson in the yellow and maroon, as there's 3 points that go to Hunt.
He's got a 7-point lead now. Johnson is still scoreless for Chesterton. Near fall being awarded now to Hunt.
Yeah, and this isn't a good look here for Josh Kite. He might have to forfeit this.
4 near fall given to Hunt. He now leads by 11 points. With about 45 seconds left in this third period.
Yeah, so it looks like Josh Kite is going to lose due to this injury time. Yeah, and it doesn't look good. He's in a lot of pain down there.
Obviously, with the Chance Smith loss and Kite doing so well with the 5-point lead, it's unfortunate that he's not going to get that win there. He has to forfeit, and Hunt is going to go ahead and get that one done. Already had an 11-point lead, but he's going to go ahead and wrap that one up with a pin. A very impressive showing from Hunt of Western High School. Very tough break there for Mishawaka and Josh Kite, having to forfeit due to injury, even with the lead. But nonetheless, we advance. We currently have you watching mat 3 right now. Matchup over there, we've got Dylan Willis of Warren Central with the lead over Hunter Mallory of Lowell. 6-1 the score over there. Warren Central is different than what you might expect, but it's the black and kind of like gold. I don't know what you call that.
Well, gold speckled probably is what you would call that. Lowell with the kind of gradient red to black there. Right now we're wrestling through 7th place matches, and then I think we'll have a short break, and then we'll be getting you the finals, which is what I know you're all tuned in for here today.
We're getting closer and closer to that time of the afternoon.
Big takedown, almost got some near fall there. Can't quite see it, there you go. He's trying to get that pin, Daniel.
Yeah, it looks like it. He's close.
He's got to get that arm out of the way.
He's starting to lose the turn.
Yeah. It looks like they might go out of bounds, but he's definitely going to get the 4 near fall. Already up 9-1.
Still working, trying to get it, but it falls out of his hands, and he's pushed out of bounds. Still 13-1 is the score there with 15 left in the third. It's looking like he'll close this one out.
Here on mat 1 right in front of us. We got Westfield's Alec Washburn and Cathedral's Brian Thomas. Excuse me, that's on mat 2 over to the right. Mat 1 is actually Sam Wolpert of Belmont and Christian Tapia of Portage. So some exciting wrestling happening as we're gonna, that finished up over there on that mat. We're going to take you to something else, hopefully. There we go. This is that mat one we were talking about. Sam Wolpert in the blue Belmont singlet. Christian Tapia of Portage in the red and white stripes.
Those are some quick guys. That's 3 points to take down for the Belmont wrestler. He leads now by 6 with 1 minute left in the second.
Got Caden O'Neill coming up soon, so we'll be getting you that Mishawaka 7th place match with Caden O'Neill once he takes the mat.
They're going to go ahead and call stalemate on mat 1.
Looks like Wolpert of Belmont has the lead right now, 6-0.
And he's going to go ahead and take the top position as Tapia is going to be in the down and hopefully try to surge a comeback. The 150 weight class, one of my favorites to watch because not only are these guys quick and strong, but once you get up there as far as the talent level, experience level, it's so hard to move each other. I mean, they seem to have to really fight for those victories. It's one of the more even of the weight classes, in my opinion. As they'll make their way over to the third period here. Wolpert still with the 6-point lead. Tapia is still scoreless.
Yeah, just looking over at the trainer's table, Josh Kite, it looks like his mom is down there with him. He's in a lot of pain. That's not good for the Caveman wrestling team as they try to fight their way back in the NLC standings.
Tapia on top here. Wolpert still with that same 6-point lead. Again, I mean, this 150, especially in this match, more than almost any other that I've seen, it doesn't look like there's a lot of wrestling going on because there's such a fight for position on both ends. However, Wolpert still stands on the right side of things. They're calling stalling. They want to see some more wrestling.
Especially, yeah, they're calling stalling on Wolpert there in that bottom position. He's not doing a whole lot of things other than just kind of spreading out there.
About 1:10 left in that third period. Wolpert maybe stalling. He's just trying to ride this one out, knowing that it's going to be a hard-fought victory. And Josh Kite being helped out of the cave, unable to really put weight on that left side. And that's tough because he wasn't able to start the season because of injury either, so hopefully he'll be in good shape to close out the rest of the season, his senior season at that.
Right.
6-0 here still. 30 seconds left in the third. Tapia trying to make something happen. Again, not a lot of wrestling going on. Tapia trying to maybe get a turn, but they're on the cusp of that out-of-bounds area. With 15 seconds now, they'll call a reversal for Wolpert, and he's adding to his lead.
Pretty much seal it. Only 9 seconds left. He's got the 8-point lead. And in control there.
And the buzzer sounds. That's Sam Wolpert of Belmont getting the victory there over Christian Tapia of Portage. 8-0 the final. Certainly a hard-fought victory there at the 150 weight class. And we'll move forward through the afternoon. We've got another matchup here on mat 1. That's Calvin Stewart of Crown Point, wearing the red, the big CP on the back, and John Stricker of Westfield, the junior, in the black, green, and white. These two guys wrestling at the 190 weight class.
These team points big for Crown Point. Already in first place, but getting 7th gets you a little more points. If you can get things like pins or tech falls, those will help out as well. So we'll see what they can do here in the 7th place match.
Mat 1 with about 15 left in the first. Both guys still on their feet. No points scored yet. Some shots taken, but no points as a result of those shots. So it looks like they'll round this one out with scoreless first period. The buzzer sounds. Crown Point wrestler will defer. So Stewart will go ahead and take the top position.
It looks like we're nearing the end of these Consolation. Nobody wrestling over to our left on mat 3. So only 2 matches going on right now.
Simplifies things a little bit. We don't see that a lot for this tournament. 1 point escape there. Stewart will score the first points of the match. Both guys still on their feet, looking to take some shots. We always say this in our wrestling broadcast, as you get farther and farther up the weight classes, heavier and heavier, it gets increasingly more difficult to score points. But when points are scored, boys, are fun to watch. 3-point takedown there for Stewart.
For the Mishawaka fans, just a quick update, Caden O'Neill is going to get 7th place. That's a forfeit, so he will finish in 7th place here at the Al Smith.
Apologies on the escape call. That was for Stricker of Westfield, not for Stewart. Stewart was awarded that 3-point takedown, so I was right on that call.
Way to go.
We're getting the hang of things.
A lot of wrestling going on. We'll be bringing you the finals in its entirety. Once the finals are over, if either of the 3rd place or 5th place matches are still going on, we'll get you over to those. But we want to make sure we give those wrestlers who have fought their way to the 1st place match our full attention here from Mishawaka High School.
Stewart in control here, looking to maybe grab an arm, make a turn, get some near fall or better. And there we go. Just like that, he's getting some near fall. Can he hold on to that left arm and get some more? He gets that pin.
And a big pin. Again, we talked about not just getting 7th place, get you more points, but pins will get you more points for your team as well.
Calvin Stewart of Crown Point, adding to an already great day for Crown Point High School. Or a great 2 days, I should say.
Yep. Just to give you an update on team scores. First place is Crown Point, but Center Grove right on their heels, only 20-ish points behind. Cathedral in 3rd, Bloomington South 4th, Columbus East in 5th, and then Lowell in 6th. It kind of falls off a little bit from there. In terms of local schools, 8th place right now, New Prairie. They've got, I think, 3 wrestlers in the finals, so we'll be seeing some New Prairie wrestlers, including Staples, one of the great stories of last year, winning the state title as a freshman, as well as Jeffrey Hivert, who's just had such a great career at New Prairie already.
Over on mat 1, we've got Mason Grubb of Bloomington South wearing that black and purple. And then Johnny Bear of Homestead High School wearing the blue with gold trimming.
And the crowd hasn't thinned out almost at all. It's been packed here from the start. I was here at 8 o'clock. There were people waiting to come in.
3-point takedown award for that Homestead wrestler and Bear. And Josh Kite making his way back into the cave after being treated and grabbing some crutches to help out with the walking.
We know a lot of different people tuning in, but for those Mishawaka fans, we got 3 broadcasts coming up this week. Technically 4, if you think about it. We got girls basketball on Tuesday, as the Mishawaka Cavemen will be taking on Penn here in the cave. Thursday, we'll have some wrestling action for you from Mishawaka. And then Friday, a boy-girl doubleheader of basketball. They will take on, I think it's Plymouth. Is that right? Does that sound
I believe
right?
so.
An NLC doubleheader here from the cave. I will be here with you, Daniel. I will also be watching my Indiana Hoosiers on Friday, as they got a big win this week.
Yeah, talk about a big win. Got a pause here in blood time. Bear of Homestead.
Yeah, they got to stop that bleeding, clean up the mat a little bit. One other match going on over to our right. That's the 7th place match at 165. Aiden Miller of Columbus East trails Grayson Strickland of Chesterton 7-5. As you can see that, Miller with the orange Columbus East singlet. Strickland from Chesterton with that iconic Chesterton maroon and gold look. Not quite the same maroon as Mishawaka, a little bit different. As that match will end 7-5, it looked like Strickland got that win for 7th place for Chesterton. Columbus East looks like they're going to be wrestling again here in the next bout. Looks like this will be 285, I believe. It'll be Hank Redman of Columbus East, Grady Baker of Belmont. Belmont, huge wrestling program, actually doing an audio broadcast over to our left. The Belmont Braves.
There you go. And we're still looking to see if we can resume wrestling here in this match between Grubb of Bloomington South and Bear of Homestead. Just cleaning up the mat. And looks like we'll get right back to it.
Yeah, again, 285, what you're seeing right now. 7th place match between Redmond and Baker. Redmond just got the 3-point takedown.
They're still wrestling over there. Looks like Redmond's trying to get control of that left arm, maybe get a turn, but not in time. As the second period will result 3-0 as the score, Redmond ahead. The legendary Henry Wilk over there officiating that match.
Yep, you can see him at the right side of your screen. Mishawaka's first state finals champion, also a great coach over at Penn High School.
Shot taken. Redmond's got that right leg. They'll go out of bounds, and we're hearing some
Feet
banging on
hitting
the
ground there,
hardwood. Yeah, now
I mean, that was a really good job fighting off what seemed like a sure takedown, as Baker was able to get them out of bounds enough to start back in neutral.
With 1:20 left in the second, I apologize. That was the first period that resulted in. He's got some time, Baker does, to make a surge and get a takedown, tie things up, and maybe go further with it. Grab a lead over Redmond.
maybe when we finish up here after these couple last 7th place matches, we can get a pan of the crowd. It's just such a unique thing to see so many people in this gym, and you can't even see the ones behind us. As it's just a packed house here for one of the great events in wrestling.
Redmond and Baker still both on their feet. 30 seconds left and counting in the second period.
Yeah, the only other match going on right now is 7th place at 2:15. Blair of Homestead with a big lead. He's up 11-2 right now as they're heading to the 3rd and final period for that 7th place match at 2:15.
Buzzer sounds over there on mat 2. They make their way over to the 3rd period. 3-0, still the score. Redmond still has the lead. And Baker still scoreless, but he'll take the top position and try to change that a little bit here. He's got 2 minutes to work with. As they get to it, Baker on top. His best bet, trying to get somewhat of a turn or let him up and try to get a quick takedown. He will let him up. So Redmond now leads by 4. I gotta say, if I was wrestling over there on mat 2, I'd be a little worried about them bleachers.
Yeah. It's definitely the closest. Even on the mat 3, they're a little bit off from the bleachers, so it's tight over there, especially when you're 285 and moving.
So
They'll call him out of bounds here.
Announcers table.
Reset the center of the map. About a minute left in the 3rd over there. Redmond still in control, the 4-0 lead.
Yeah, and Grubb's going to have to, Baker's going to have to do something here quickly. He looks gassed, too.
Yes, he does. With 50 seconds now, both guys still on their feet.
What's so great about these kind of even the 7th place match, you know this is your last match, so you can kind of go all out, and we'll see that here in these 1st place matches coming up as well.
They'll call him out of bounds and send him back up. Close one there.
Well, and that's just because you're close to that floor, right? He still had point of contact in, but because you're close to that wood floor, I think it's a good call. Keep everybody safe.
Agree. Baker still trying to grab that leg, make something happen.
He's got a chance. There's only 17 seconds.
And a 3-point takedown as Redmond will add to his lead. Try to close this one out with the 7-0 victory. And he will. The buzzer sounds. And that is Hank Redmond, the 18-2 junior of Columbus East, getting it done over there on mat 2.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it at the start date of Columbus East down south of Bloomington. I mean, you're talking a long haul, a long weekend. You got to be ready to wrestle, and they've done a great job as Columbus East has had a great showing here so far.
Go ahead and center our attention back to mat 1. The only wrestling in the cave going on that mat. And it's not a very close match here as Bears leading Grubb 11-2. About a minute left in the 3rd.
I think that's going to be 11-3. It looks like they're going to call a legal hold here. There it is.
So the 1 point award, that helps the cause a little bit for Grubb.
And he's got a little time, still 1 minute left to wrestle here. So he's got some time to try to make something happen, even though he's down 8.
Let's see what he can do. Looks like Bears been in control almost the entire match when he's in the top position, and it's going to be tough for Grubb to get anything going. Bear trying to get a turn now, maybe add a little more to his lead with some near fall, but no. Grubb fights that one off well, and now he's going to get a turn, maybe get some near fall himself. They'll give him the 2-point reversal. So 11-5 now with 10 seconds left. Trying to get a turn, but with only 5 seconds left, they won't give him any near fall, and that'll do it. Buzzer sounds. And Bear will get it done. It's a big win for the Homestead Wrestlers. That wraps things up. And look at that, we're on the screen now. Cool.
Yeah, so that'll do it for Consolation. We're going to be taking a quick break here. They got to, get officials, some food, do some other things. And then we'll be bringing you 3 matches at the same time, but we'll be focusing on one. That'll be first place match. In these tournaments, you're going to see 106 all the way to 285 in that order. So we are excited to bring you some of those matches here shortly as we will take a break along with the officials and our scorekeepers.
Awesome. We'll see you then for the finals. He's got it. Payne O'Neal gets it done. First period.
What a throw. I mean, wow. There was almost nothing there, and he just... What a win by Braden Reed.
Forte Waterproofing is celebrating over 60 years of satisfied customers. Experience, innovation, hard work, confidence, pride, honesty, integrity, determined, committed to achieve excellence. Fix it with Forte, fix it for good.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Commissioner Paul Neidig.
One final time in 2025, welcome to the Commissioner's Corner, our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA. That's Paul Neidig. I'm Brendan King. Paul, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and soon to be a Happy New Year to you, my man. Hey, when you think about 2025, just in general, what comes to mind for you in the IHSAA for a full breakdown of the year?
Well, I think anytime we end a year, we look back and celebrate the highlights. And I think anytime, from my perspective, we have student athletes that get to grow up in an education-based athletic system with coaches who truly care about their well-being, but also challenge them to be in growth mindset where they continue to get better. They learn lessons. They learn things that they can take through with the rest of their life. And it's not always fun. It's not always easy, but it's also valuable. And I would challenge anybody that's out there that's doing great things with their life as an education-based athlete. I think they would all contribute the lessons that they've learned when they were in high school to their success in their adult careers.
And I know you guys are constantly meeting together at the IHSAA, talking about how you can improve things, talking about how things can change for the positive, directly impacting kids' lives. But in terms of goal setting, Paul, from year to year for 2026, and I understand that the summer is kind of the time from academic year to academic year. But is there any specific goal setting that you guys embark on for a new year like 2026 coming up?
Well, we constantly talk about how to make the organization better. To make it better, we have to have appropriate rules and regulations to support an education-based athletic system. So we're constantly reviewing the bylaws of the association. We're constantly reviewing where we need to be in the future. We constantly look at what's going on across the country at the collegiate level and even at the high school level to see how we can continue to evolve and maintain our mission. We just released our annual report, and we do have an enduring mission of education-based athletics, but we also understand that has to continue to evolve to be relevant. And we've been in that same kind of growth mindset since 1903, and we're going to continue to be there this next year. And I'm sure it'll be met with some changes that match what our educational environments are within our local high schools.
Paul, anytime folks are at games, of course, a huge part of any IHSAA sporting event are the officials and the referees. And, you and I talk about it a lot. But, for anybody out there who attends a game and says, this is a way I think I could give back to my community. What do you say to them about, hey, make the jump, take the chance, become an official here in 2026?
Well, I would challenge anybody that loved the game, that really wants to get back. And a lot of people do it through coaching and they do it through spectator, but a great way to do it is officiating. And, it's a tough job at times, but it's also rewarding because the companionship among other officials is something that it's just incredible. They get along, they support each other, and we don't get to play the games. I didn't get to play without great officials who wanted to get back to the game, and that is still today. And I would challenge anybody that if they've ever been inclined to do so, now's a great time in 2026 to sign up and become an official. And it doesn't have to be at the varsity level. Maybe that would be the goal. But a lot of our officials are licensed through our system. They just get back at the youth level, and we're wonderful. We're supportive of that also. But get out there, become an official, and get back to the game we all learned to love.
And Paul, last thing, not just becoming an official, but just attending sporting events, supporting your local community. I hear you on the commercials all the time. Buy a ticket, support your local school. At the end of the day, that makes a huge difference.
It does. Local high schools in Indiana run their athletic departments based upon the people who buy tickets to go to their game. It's so important. And other states are different, but Indiana is unique, and we like it that way because the primary way that they buy uniforms and buy meals for the kids and support their fun to be able to support the kids is through buying a ticket. So I want to challenge everybody in 2026, if you haven't been in a while, get out there, buy a ticket, go to your local high school and watch a game because you will enjoy that dollar that you spend as much as any professional or any collegiate athlete or any collegiate opportunity that you get to. And so get out there and watch those kids.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Come and visit the Mishawaka Historical Museum and make sure to check out all of their different exhibits, such as their industries and businesses, church and faith, historic landmarks, military heritage, school, and their famous Mishawakans exhibit, including some of our very own caveman alumni, as well as a working model train set and a brand new exhibit, Treasures from our collection. Located at 121 South Main Street, doors are open every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. $5 for entry for adults, $3 for students, and kids under 5 enter for free.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Forte Waterproofing is celebrating over 60 years of satisfied customers. Experience, innovation, hard work, confidence, pride, honesty, integrity, determined, committed to achieve excellence. Fix it with Forte, fix it for good.
Come and visit the Mishawaka Historical Museum and make sure to check out all of their different exhibits, such as their industries and businesses, church and faith, historic landmarks, military heritage, school, and their famous Mishawakans exhibit, including some of our very own caveman alumni, as well as a working model train set and a brand new exhibit, Treasures from our collection. Located at 121 South Main Street, doors are open every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. $5 for entry for adults, $3 for students, and kids under 5 enter for free.
There it is.
And he's got it. Payne O'Neal gets it done. First period.
What a throw.
31.
I mean,
wow.
there was almost nothing there, and he just... What a win by Braden Reed.
Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Forte Waterproofing is celebrating over 60 years of satisfied customers. Experience, innovation, hard work, confidence, pride, honesty, integrity, determined, committed to achieve excellence. Fix it with Forte, fix it for good.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Come and visit the Mishawaka Historical Museum and make sure to check out all of their different exhibits, such as their industries and businesses, church and faith, historic landmarks, military heritage, school, and their famous Mishawakans exhibit, including some of our very own caveman alumni, as well as a working model train set and a brand new exhibit, Treasures from our collection. Located at 121 South Main Street, doors are open every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. $5 for entry for adults, $3 for students, and kids under 5 enter for free.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Forte Waterproofing is celebrating over 60 years of satisfied customers. Experience, innovation, hard work, confidence, pride, honesty, integrity, determined, committed to achieve excellence. Fix it with Forte, fix it for good.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Come and visit the Mishawaka Historical Museum and make sure to check out all of their different exhibits, such as their industries and businesses, church and faith, historic landmarks, military heritage, school, and their famous Mishawakans exhibit, including some of our very own Caveman alumni, as well as a working model train set and a brand new exhibit, Treasures, from our collection. Located at 121 South Main Street, doors are open every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. $5 for entry for adults, $3 for students, and kids under 5 enter for free.
Welcome back to the Al Smith Invite here on the Mishawaka Network. I'm Daniel Phillips alongside Matt Rendell. We're going to be bringing to you primarily the first place matches, but we'll also have the third and fifth going on the left and right mats of that first place mat. We're going to go ahead and dig into what's going to be featured here, starting off with 106. The first place match will feature Louis Kennison of Crown Point. He's the number 2 seed, and number 1 seed Connor Maddox. He's also the only the second wrestler in Indiana to wrestle from Westfield. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. There was a note, and I wasn't able to get that one here.
Oh, that's Iron Man. So he's only the second
Gotcha.
wrestler from Indiana to win the Iron Man, which is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, wrestling tournament in the country. So that's a big one for Connor Maddox from Westfield. Westfield just has, they've really come up in the last decade or two in almost every sport. You see them in football, all these sports, but in wrestling, they're having a great day today. Not quite as good as Crown Point, which we'll get into later, but a big matchup there, number 1 versus number 2.
Glad you were able to get that, because that's a pretty big note
there. We go.
Over 113, we've got Braden Head of Westfield taking on the runner-up in state, Daniel Brown Jr. of Center Grove. So that's 113 weight class. Moving on to 120, we've got Jeremy Carver of Cathedral, All-American as a freshman, taking on Josiah Sten of Bloomington South. First place 120. Over to first place 126, we've got Colin Strayer of Crown Point and Noel Verduzco, okay.
Well,
we're going to get used to that.
Noel Verduzco, he's had a great year as somebody in this area, especially for Mishawaka, who's really had a good career so far. And then obviously Crown Point's Strayer. Crown Point's going to have a lot of wrestlers here in these first, third, and fifth place matches.
Moving on over to 132. First place match will feature Royce Malone of Center Grove, and he'll take on Gavin Lewis, 2-time champ here of Crown Point.
Yeah, big time match there with Center Grove, Crown Point, 2 powerhouse programs in the state facing off here for a championship at 132.
Moving on to 138 of Lowell Evan Stanley Evan Stanley. He's committed to Cornell, and he's an Al Smith champ. He'll take on Hunter Douglas of Homestead.
Yeah, Evan Stanley, just an absolute monster on the wrestling mat. Just so good, so talented, so strong, and we're going to see what he can do here, try to go back-to-back.
All right, 144 weight class will feature Peyton Hornsby of Center Grove. He's a national champ. He'll be taking on Cash Mays of Zionsville.
Yeah, that Fargo National Championship, another very, very competitive tournament in the national scene. And to win that just shows he's got what it takes to win the Al Smith here today.
At 150, it'll be Joseph Pond of Hanover Central taking on Clinton Shepard, number 1 P4P in Indiana.
Yeah, it's pound for pound. So he's the number 1 wrestler in the whole state, pound for pound, saying of all the wrestlers in the state, Clinton Shepard is the best wrestler no matter what weight class you're talking about. And that's a huge thing for a wrestler to be called.
Moving on, 157 is William Vander Litgarn of Center Grove taking on Jeffrey Hivert. He's the Indiana takedown record of New Prairie. He's very, very good.
And we've seen Jeffrey Hivert here a few times, and he's had just such a great career from his first day, really, as a freshman all the way through now, and he has the takedown record now for the state.
At 165, Owen Porterfield of Center Grove taking on Matthew Staples. He's the returning state champ of New Prairie.
Yeah, and Staples, not just a returning champ, right, but a freshman last year winning state title, now as a sophomore trying to win this tournament and trying to win another state title for the New Prairie Cougars, who's really got a really good team.
At 175, it's Lincoln Cooper of Columbus East. He's an Al Smith champ taking on Sean Breedlove of Center Grove.
And you'll see Columbus East with those orange singlets, just a really iconic team there. But Center Grove and Crown Point are going to be dominating these matches.
At 190, Kyle Harden of Cathedral. He's committed to UIndy for football. He'll take on Xavier Palacios of Belmont High School.
Yeah, Belmont, they have a radio stream here from Belmont doing a broadcast. They have such a strong wrestling pedigree there, just like Mishawaka does.
Moving on at 215, second to last weight class, it's Brody Ashelman of Zionsville taking on Cesar Salas, number 8 in the country of Crown Point.
Yeah, to be ranked 8th at 215 in the country, that's going to be a tough go for Brody there from Zionsville, but we'll see what they can do. You never know.
Moving on, final weight class, the final here at Al Smith. It's Cameron Hazlitt of Lowell. He's the number 1 state champ wrestler of Lowell, and James Harlow will be facing off against him, New Prairie wrestler. It'll be a big match at the end of the evening.
Well, and that's the second freshman last year to win a state title. No freshman ever wins state titles here in Indiana wrestling, and we just went through 2 of them that won last year as freshmen at big weight classes. Often you have freshmen winning at lower weight classes, but to win as a freshman for Staples, for the wrestler there we just talked about from Lowell, I mean, you really got to show your muscles, show what you're made of, and they have, and we'll see what they can do today.
So 6 champs featured in the finals, and many huge, very talented, very decorated wrestlers. We've got the number 1 pound-for-pound wrestler. We've got Al Smith returning champs, state champs. Some of them that did it as freshmen are now sophomores. So the finals will feature a lot of great wrestling, and we're looking forward to bringing it to you.
Yeah, and it's just been a fun day. I've been here most of the day just watching. The crowd's been into it. Nobody's left. They're ready to go here for some finals action. Obviously, we are going to bring you the finals as all the finalists are meeting up in the center here right now to get some instructions. At the same time as those finals are going on, you got 3rd place going on and 5th place, and we'll bring you that if the finals is finished. So I know if you're a fan of a wrestler going for 3rd place, you may not see them, but we're trying to make sure to show you these finalists in what could be both exciting matches, but also could be rematches we see in state finals action, which is something you don't get often in any sport, but you will have it here today at the Al Smith tournament.
Very much looking forward to it. Again, a lot of great wrestlers here, a lot of great wrestling to be watched here, and we're going to be bringing it to you on the Mishawaka Network. We're going to go ahead and take a break here, be back with the final introductions here at the Al Smith Invite.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Forte Waterproofing is celebrating over 60 years of satisfied customers. Experience, innovation, hard work, confidence, pride, honesty, integrity, determined, committed to achieve excellence. Fix it with Forte, fix it for good.
Coach Smith is a legendary figure in Indiana wrestling and one of the most respected coaches in Mishawaka and the state of Indiana. Over the decades, his leadership has built the Cavemen into a state powerhouse, sharing champions on the mat and, even more importantly, shaping young men of character off of it. His commitment to excellence, discipline, sportsmanship helped elevate Indiana wrestling as a whole, and his influences continue to be felt through his athletes he's coached and coaches he has mentored. The Al Smith Invitational stands today as one of the premier wrestling tournaments in the state, a reflection of the standards he set and the legacy he leaves. We thank Coach Al Smith for his lifelong dedication to the sport in the Mishawaka community. Coach Al Smith. Now let's meet our 28 finalists. Started at 106, a freshman. He's 15-4 on the season. Lou Kennison of Crown Point. His opponent is a sophomore. He's 18-0 on the season, 58-3 on his career. He's a Carnahan champ, a returning Al Smith champ. He is one of only 2 wrestlers in the state's history to win the Ironman in Ohio. He's a Fargo All-American. He's a sectional, regional, and semi-state champ. He finished 4th in the state a year ago. From Westfield, Connor Maddox. At 113 pounds, a sophomore, season record 19-3, career record 49-13. He's an HCC conference champion. He was 3rd at the Central Regional. He carries a 3.8 GPA. From Westfield, Braden Head. His opponent's a sophomore at 113 pounds. Season record 16-4. Career record 51-21. He's a multiple-time ISWA champ, a one-time sectional. He finished a state runner-up a year ago. From Center Grove, Daniel Brown Jr. At 120, we have a freshman. He's 17-1 on the season. He's a Jeffersonville Classic champ. He was top 8 at the IHPO. From Bloomington South, Josiah Stanton. His opponent is a freshman, 16-3 on the season. He was a double All-American at Fargo, a double All-American at the U.S. Open, a 4-time ISWA Triple Crown winner, an Indiana Mat preseason Open winner. From Cathedral, Jeremy Carver. At 126, we have a sophomore. Season record 7-4. Career record 37-14. He was a DAC champ, a 2-time middle school state champ, 10-0 at the National High School Duels. He finished 4th in the state a year ago. From Crown Point, Colin Strayer. His opponent's a sophomore, 15-3 on the season. He's a returning Al Smith champ. He was an All-American in the Freestyle Nationals, a 1-time sectional, 1-time regional, 1-time semi-state champ. He finished 3rd in the state a year ago. From Lowell, Noel Verduzco. At 132, a junior, 20-2 on the season, 87-13 on his career. He has a 3.4 GPA. He's a 2-time sectional, 1-time regional, 1-time semi-state champ. He was 3rd in the state, 7th in the state. From Center Grove, Royce Malone. His opponent at 132 pounds is a junior. He's 11-4 on the season, 74-14 for his career. He is a 2-time defending Al Smith champion, 2-time sectional, 2-time regional, 2-time semi-state. He placed 5th and then also placed 3rd. From Crown Point, Gavin Lewis. At 138, we have a senior, season record, 26-0, 112-12 for his career. He was a Center Grove champ, a Rumble in Ohio champ, 3-time sectional, 2-time regional. He's a state qualifier and a 5th placer a year ago. From Homestead, Hunter Douglas. His opponent is a junior, 21-3 on the season, 103-12 for his career. He's an Al Smith champ, an IHPO champ. He currently carries a 4.0 GPA with academic all honors, 2-time sectional, 2-time regional, 2-time semi-state. He was 4th in Illinois. He was 3rd in Indiana. He's committed to wrestle for Cornell University. From Lowell, Evan Stanley. At 144, we have a junior, 14-1 on the season. He was 3-2 at Fargo. He was an IHPO semifinalist. From Zionsville, Cash Mays. His opponent is a junior. He's 15-3. He was a Fargo champion. He carries a 3.52 GPA. He's a 1-time sectional champ and was runner-up in the state a year ago. From Center Grove, Peyton Hornsby. At 150, a freshman, 21-1 on the season. He's a 2-time Indy National champ, a middle school state champ. From Hanover Central, Joe Pawn. At 150, he's a junior, 15-1 on the season. He was a runner-up at the Super 32, a runner-up at Fargo. He's a returning Al Smith champion. He is a sectional, regional, semi-state champ. As a freshman, he was a runner-up. He's committed to wrestle for the national champions at Penn State University. From Crown Point, Clinton Shepard. At 157, we have a senior. He's 19-0 on the season, 88-22 on his career. He carries a 3.8 GPA. He's a 2-time sectional champ. He was a state qualifier in 2024. From Center Grove, William Vanderlick-Garin. His opponent at 157 is a senior. He's 22-0 on the season, 163-6 on his career. He's a returning Al Smith champ, an IHPO champ. He holds the single season record for takedowns in a season with 398. 3-time sectional, 3-time regional, 2-time semi-state. He's placed 4th, 5th, and 5th at state. He'll attend George Mason University. From New Prairie, Jeffrey Hyvert. At 165, we have a sophomore. He's 17-2 on the season, 21-3 on his career. From Center Grove, Owen Porterfield. His opponent at 165 is a sophomore, 17-0 on the season. He is 62-0 in his career. He carries a 3.7 GPA. He's a sectional, regional, semi-state champ, and is the defending state champion. From New Prairie, MJ Staples. At 175, we have a junior. He's 19-0 on the season, 90 and 18 in his career. He's the defending Al Smith champion, a sectional and a regional champion. From Columbus East, Lincoln Cooper. His opponent is a junior, 18-0 on the season, 75 and 19 in his career. He's a freshman sophomore champ, an 8-time ISWA champ. He was an All-American at preseason nationals. He's the 2025 Al Smith runner-up. He's a sectional champ. From Center Grove, Sean Breedlove. At 190, a senior, 26-0 on the season, 137 and 27 in his career. He's a 2-time Al Smith placer, an academic All-State, a 2-time NWCA All-American, 2-time sectional, 1-time regional. He finished 8th in the state a year ago. From Belmont, Xavier Palacio. His opponent is a senior. He's 21-1 on his career, 135 and 16 into the career. He's a 3.89 GPA. He's an Indianapolis All-City linebacker, Indiana Football Coaches Association top 50 All-State, Indy Prep top 22, 2-time sectional, 3-time regional, 2-time semi-state champ. He's placed 4th, 7th, and 6th. And he'll follow his father's steps and play football for the University of Indianapolis. From Cathedral, Kyle Harden. At 215, a senior. He's 17-0 on the season. He was All-State in football and carries a 4.0 GPA. From Zionsville, Brody Ashelman. His opponent is a sophomore, 16-2 on the season, 60-7 in his career. He won the Carnahan. He was a Fargo finalist, a Super 32 medalist. He's the returning Al Smith champion, 1-time sectional, 1-time regional, 1-time semi-state. He placed 5th in the state a year ago. From Crown Point, Caesar Salas. At 285 pounds, a senior, 22-0 on the season, 86-18 on his career. He was a Fargo champ. He placed 4th in the state 2 years ago. From New Prairie, James Hartle Road. And his opponent is a sophomore. He's 18-2 on the season, 57-3 in his career. He's the returning state champ, Super 32 champ, Fargo All-American, 5th at Ironman. He's a 1-time sectional, regional, and semi-state champ. He's currently ranked number 9 in the country. From Lowell, Cameron Hazelit. Give it up for our 28 finalists in the Al Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. Remove your hats and turn your attention to the flag as we come together today's competition. And let us take a moment to reflect on the freedoms we enjoy and the women who serve and continue to serve. Singing in today's national anthem for the 18th year in a row, and his birthday, Penn's first state champion, Al Dover.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch, were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Coaches, reminder, we're going to be on the west side of the gym. We will not have anyone on the east side. Great job, Al.
A great job, no doubt, by Mr. Al Dover, performing that wonderful rendition of the national anthem here.
And his birthday, what a legend. 18 years in a row he sung that here at the Al Smith Invite. Exciting times here as we get ready to wrestle. Daniel, you excited?
I am very excited. We've got a lot of great wrestlers here. We're looking forward to it. We'll get things started, of course, with 106. We got Louis Kennison, the number 2, facing off against Connor Maddox, the number 1, and he's only the second wrestler in Indiana to win the Ironman, so it's going to be a big one here.
Yeah, an exciting one. These lower weight classes are always fast and jittery, just a lot going on here as we get ready to wrestle.
Excited to get this one underway. To start things off, 2 very good wrestlers here, scrappy guys at the 106. Both on their feet now, but shots undoubtedly being taken. They're out of bounds. They'll stand up just 20 seconds in. Both still on their feet here.
Yeah, 2 highly regarded wrestlers here. Number 5 in the nation there for Maddox, as he is trying to get an Al Smith victory here. He's a sophomore. The freshman from Crown Point, Kennison, also highly ranked 2nd in the state. So this is a 1-2 ranking in the state finals, going head-to-head here at the Al Smith.
Under a minute now. No points yet to be awarded, but a 3-point takedown for Kennison of Crown Point.
When you hear the crowd always rooting for the underdogs, if you don't have a horse in the race, you're looking for those big upsets. That's what always exciting, and right now that's what you saw with Kennison, trying to get those points as he got the 3-point takedown.
Gonna go ahead and set back up after the call. Call stalemate, and now we'll get things back underway. It's Kennison at the top position here. 36 left.
A huge, you heard the reaction. We saw it a few years ago when we were here broadcasting with Jesse Mendez, the Ohio State national champion, when he got thrown a little bit right away, but he was able to pull it out.
And that's a 1-point escape there, so now we're at 3-1. Kennison only enjoying a 2-point lead.
And Maddox has that highly ranked pedigree. As he wrote on here, he got 4th place last year with a sad face. So he's hoping to do a little bit better this year. Ranked number 1 in Indiana.
Buzzer will sound, and after 1, Kennison leads Maddox by 2, 3-1 to score.
Again, tuning in here, this is our first match of the finals of the Al Smith. Right now, there's also 3rd place and 5th place going on, but we are going to focus our whole attention here on 1st place until that is over.
Both still on their feet, taking shots. We'll see who nails the first shot here. Both defending very well, but Maddox gets that leg. 3-point takedown. So that's 3 points, 1 point lead now for him as he jumps in front. They'll go out of bounds. Maddox now will take the top with 1:24 left in the second. Kennison trying to stand up, get out of the grip of Maddox, and he will. Ties things up at 4. About a minute left, shot taken. Maddox grabs that leg, finishes the job with a 3-point takedown, 7-4.
Yeah, what a fast move to just kind of pick that leg out, get the 3 points.
And they'll give Kennison the 1-point escape before they go out of bounds.
And this is where momentum and kind of that kind of moxie you have as being a state placer at 4th place, undefeated, number 1 in the state, where you said, okay, I'm going to get this takedown, I'm going to let him back up, and I'm going to get another.
Trying to get another here, like you said. Kennison fighting it off the best he can, trying to get out of bounds.
Yeah, pretty easy call there. Didn't get the takedown, but a stalling called on Kennison. He's just running out of bounds. Yes, he saved some points, though.
Maddox still taking shots, but Kennison's got him for a 3-point takedown.
They added that to the wrong team on the scoreboard. So it's 8-7, I think.
I think they may have called it off and said, no, it's not a takedown. Maybe he changed his mind.
Oh, interesting.
So it stands at 7-5 in favor of Maddox.
Yeah, I think he didn't finish that. Maddox did a good job of scrambling.
And that'll end the second period. Maddox goes into the third with a 2-point lead, 7-5. But Kennison's still very much in this match.
Yeah, he's made a couple big shots. He completed the one, didn't quite complete that second one. But anytime you can take shots and get things to go your way, you will have a chance that they're going to go to neutral.
And they'll give him the one. Kennison allows Maddox to stand up. Shots taken. Ends up in the favor of Maddox. He's got a 3-point takedown, near fall. They're trying to finish the job, but he'll scramble out of that. Kennison will. So 3-point near fall still, 14-5. A 9-point lead as he'll let Kennison stand up. 14-6 now. After the giant surge of points from Maddox.
Big cheers for Julian DeLuna, who got the pin in the third place to take third place.
Maddox and Kennison will make their way out of bounds. Set back up with 1:15 left to decide here in the third period.
Kind of a interesting roll there.
Yeah, a little different. Kind of dancing around, looking to take a shot, measure up each other, and Maddox has been the best at taking shots today. He's going to continue that perhaps here. Got both legs. Got him up in the air. 3-point takedown awarded to Maddox there, 17-6.
A really good job there. Again, you can't throw down on the ground, so a really good job of getting him down, getting those 3 points, and not getting any penalties for throwing him on the ground.
They'll go out of bounds. They'll give him the 1-point escape. Kennison now has 7 to Maddox's 17. 10-point lead with 30 seconds left.
Kennison had a few good shots, but really Maddox has been in control since he got that first takedown.
And they'll go out of bounds there with 18 left. Maddox just simply trying to finish this one out. Secure an Al Smith title. 10 seconds now. The two just dancing around. They'll go out of bounds. It'll stop the clock again with 6 seconds left. 1 point escape, though.
Well, another stalling call, so that's going to give 1 more point to Maddox, but that'll pretty much do it.
So, excuse me, with the stalling call, 1 more point award to Maddox. 18-7 is the final, and he is the Al Smith champion at the 106 weight class, continuing on his already great career and season as #1 in the state. Next up, we've got the 113 weight class. Braden Head of Westfield taking on Daniel Brown Jr. of Center Grove.
So we are just about underway here at 113. You're going to see Daniel Brown Jr. in the white singlet, red trim from Center Grove. Westfield second in a row here. Braden Head in the black with the green.
Brown Jr., runner-up in state. He's hoping to add to his resume here.
Right now, currently ranked 4th in state, whereas Braden Head ranked 16th in the states.
They say no takedown there. They'll go out of bounds. Stand back up. Just 23 seconds in to the first period, and they get back to wrestling here. They'll go out of bounds there.
All the way over into that 3rd place match. Not quite as highly ranked as that last match where we had 1 and 2 in the state, 4 versus 16, but still 2 guys that think, hey, I can place in the top 8 in the state finals and definitely try to get first here at Al Smith.
Brown Jr., he's got the waist of Head, trying to bring him down. Nothing yet.
Really great balance by Head to stay up.
Stable base there. Three-point takedown. Daniel Brown Jr. strikes first.
And the coaches for Westfield don't like that call. It's right on the edge. I think he just barely got it, but the officials are going to convene here.
As they discuss the
Neither
call.
of us, Daniel, wrestling experts, but
No.
it's pretty close there.
Yeah, no doubt.
They might call this off.
Well, we saw that in the 106 match just a few moments ago. Thought it was a takedown, didn't quite finish it. Official changed his mind, just like he does there. So we stand at 0-0, scoreless, with 45 left in the first.
Well, he calls it off, and now we're going to have a chat with the Center Grove coaches, see what's up with that. But I think calling it off, probably in my view, the best call there.
Yeah, they'll keep it. No takedown. Still scoreless here.
Still tied at 0, but Brown has been in control.
Maybe we get a takedown here, except in the favor of Head instead. No, they're saying it will be a takedown there. This one in favor of Head.
Yeah, really good move there. Got the legs, kept him in bounds. Center Grove coaches aren't debating that one. They're telling him to keep wrestling, and we'll see what Brown Jr. can do.
So the Westfield wrestler strikes first. Brown trying to get a quick escape here. And they'll go out of bounds. Make contact with the hardwood.
Yeah, coming right at our camera people down there. Ryan Day standing strong with that camera.
Brown will be in the down position. Head try to ride the streak after getting that takedown. Let's see what he can do with a little over 10 seconds left.
Head's done a very good job in this kind of top position, and it looks like he's going to go into that second period up 3-0.
Buzzer will sound, and as you said, 3-0 in favor of Head. to make our way into the second.
I mean, Brayton Head ranked 16th, but he's 19-3 on the season, 49-13 overall, and he's got a chance to get a big upset win here today over the fourth place state champion last year.
A lot of hand fighting here as they go out of bounds early on. 10 seconds only into the second.
Yeah, lots of movement there, and they're really going to those edges fast. I think the ref's going to tell them.
Still trying to take a shot. Brown doesn't get anything there, doesn't finish the job quite yet. Still working, he's got the left leg.
He's trying to get that cradle, couldn't quite finish it off.
And they'll award him the 3-point takedown. It ties things up here with a minute left in the second.
And that one not at all controversial, an easy call there to get that 3-point takedown to tie it up here with a minute 1:06 left on the clock.
They'll reset here. Had taken the down position. Oh no, they'll say stand him up. 1 point award to Head is.
Yeah, Brown Jr. just said, hey, let's go back up. I think I can get these takedowns, and that's a confident wrestler right there.
So as of right now, Head leads by 1, but if all goes right here, Brown will take the lead as he does there by 2. And they'll go out of bounds 6-4 with 45 left in the second period.
Yeah, Daniel Brown Jr. is really taking control of this. Yes, he's only up 2, but he's really shown that he thinks he is better, and he's going to get those takedowns. And I wonder if he's going to let him stand up again with 45 seconds, but it looks like he's not.
He will now. He'll let him get up there after taking the top position. So now it's a 1-point match. Brown's got the left leg, trying to throw him. He does. 3-point takedown adds to the call as he leads by 4 now with 20 left. Clock will stop at 20 on the dot.
Yeah, he busted his mouth a little bit. Looks like we're going to have some injury time. He's definitely looking at his teeth or his mouth, something. He's walking over to nowhere. Oh, there you go.
Trying to figure out which blood time trash can to go to. He finds it, and he's going to take care of that quickly. He owns a 4-point lead now. Pretty comfortable.
Yeah, so you can actually see the clock. This is new for us this year. They're running that timer right there. You can see it on your screen, that 4.5 minutes as we get a view of the Westfield coaches talking to their wrestler there. It's been pretty evenly matched. Brown has taken a little bit of control here, but Head has made a couple of big moves, and he tried something there that didn't quite work out. We'll see what he can do coming out of this break as they're trying to stop that bleeding. Right now, Daniel, we're at 113. Up next will be 120. That'll be Bloomington South's Josiah Stantra against Cathedral's Jeremy Carver. They are ranked 4th and 5th in the state. So you're going to see a lot of highly ranked wrestlers here competing against each other as we are still trying to get this blood stopped.
Trainer Hannah Hess down there. She takes care of all of our Mishawaka athletes.
Yeah, Maddie down there too.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even see Maddie. There you go.
20 seconds left in the second period. They have a whole team of about 5 or 6 trainers down there. They have 1 doctor from St. Joe Health. So good crew there taking care of these athletes here today as we're still trying to get this blood taken care of.
We're back here. Looks like Brown Jr. has gotten that.
Well, they're saying he's still got blood, but what he's showing them is he's got a mouth guard that's red, and so that's a little confusing there. They did give a point, I thought. No. They were going to give a point. I think they said he came back too soon, but they said, nope, we're good to go with that red mouth guard.
So 20 seconds and counting now to finish out this second period. Brown leading by 4, score 5-9. And a 1-point escape makes it a 9-6 match. Still in favor of Brown Jr. as the buzzer will sound.
Head's ready to go.
He is. And Brown will say, I want us standing up 9-7 with a 1-point award to head because of Brown's decision, and now they're going after it. As you said earlier, Brown feels confident he can get those takedowns so he can give up a point here and there if he needs to.
Well, and he's just using his body trying to drag him down, and that's a quick 3 call there, too. But they are going to give him those 3.
He'll give the 1 point again. 12-8 after the takedown, and Brown's still going to work.
Yeah, Brown doesn't want any part of these kind of positions on the ground. He says, let's stand it back up. Let me go for 3 more. Now up by 4.
They'll go out of bounds. 1:28 left in the third.
Good catch by the coach there. Making sure nobody got hurt on the sidelines.
Yeah, and the iPad down there, don't want that getting messed up either.
Cameras, all sorts of things.
Both still on their feet now. Brown still with an aggressive mindset. Looking to take shots. Nothing yet, but Brown working on it as they'll go out of bounds. Standing up here, he doesn't have to give up a point in this case.
Right. Well, still a minute left. He's got a chance, but Head's going to have to make something happen. Brown has been clearly in kind of the dominant form over the last 2-3 minutes of this match, but Head's still got a chance.
The turnaround, and he's got another 3-point takedown, 15-8 with 45 left. Brown in firm control. Nearly out of bounds, but Brown's both of his feet are still in the circle.
And he's very intentionally keeping that right foot in, trying to drag Head back.
Head's fighting for that out of bounds call. He really wants it, but Brown still in control. It's finally he'll get what he wants. They'll go out of bounds with 15 left. Daniel Brown Jr.'s got to wrestle for a little bit longer, and then hopefully he'll be crowned the Al Smith champ. Caution called here. It's like a false start in football.
Yeah, they called that on Head, it looks like, so we'll try again. This time on Brown.
There we go. We got off to a good start there. Now the clock is ticking, and he'll give up that 1 point again to Head. And that'll do it. Daniel Brown Jr.
Big one for Center Grove. They've been in second place most of this day as he does a backflip there.
Wow.
Guess he was hyped for that win.
Just to show off a little bit.
Yeah.
And why not? You're the Al Smith champ. We got a podium here. That's the 106 podium. As you see, the Westfield wrestler, #1 in the state and #1 here, the 106 class. As far as the Al Smith invite.
Yep, Connor Maddox named champion there as we get ready for wrestling here at 120.
Get things started here. We'll switch things over to the match that has begun. 3-point takedown early on and a 1-point escape to get things started. It's Josiah Stantra.
I think that says Stanton.
Oh,
Josiah
apologies.
Stanton from Bloomington South.
And we've got Jeremy Carver, and he is of Cathedral.
And Stan already got that 3 points, as you said. So he's got the 3-0 lead, it looks like. 3-1 lead, excuse me.
Another 3-point takedown there, what we've seen.
Yeah, but I think we're backwards on the scoreboard.
Stanton leading now. Excuse me, never mind. We've got a mix up with the scoreboard. We'll get that settled.
Yeah, Carver ranked 4th in the state, Stanton ranked 5th.
We've got near fall here.
Right now Carver's trying to get that big pin.
And there we go. So Jeremy Carver of Cathedral gets it done, a pin in the first period. A huge win there.
Yeah, we got 2 matches still going on here. We got 3rd place, Ethan Alvarez of Maryville, and then Xavier Acuna of Portage. They are facing off on your screen there. You can see them.
A 1-point escape awarded. That's the Acuna. The Portage wrestler. A sophomore. Now Alvarez working on that head and leg, maybe trying to get a cradle going on, but Acuna fighting back as they'll go out of bounds. 1:04 left in the second. I'm sorry. Still wrestling here, no more points awarded. No, now a 3-point takedown for the Maryville wrestler. That's Alvarez. He snatches the lead.
Yeah, these are big matchups for team points because right here you've got Maryville Portage, but in that 5th place you got Center Grove Wawasee, and Center Grove really trying to catch Crown Point in those standings for the teams right now. It's our first pin of the night.
That's right.
In the first place matches.
It's just the 3rd weight class. And now a 1-point escape awarded. That's the Acuna. Makes it 3-2 as they make their way into the 3rd period. A close one for 3rd place here. They begin wrestling in the neutral and both aggressively attacking. The shot taken. Acuna gets wrapped up by Alvarez. Alvarez going to try to take advantage of this here. Grab a leg, maybe make a turn.
Yeah, he's trying to get him on his back there. He's got the cradle.
3-point takedown and near fall, counting. Maybe even a pin. Oh, he lost that turn, so they'll give him 4 near fall.
Yeah, it looked like he had him there for a second. Couldn't quite finish it off. Acuna was able to kind of flatten himself out there, get out of that, but now down big.
10-2, just like that. 1 minute left in the third.
Right now we got a close one for 5th place. We'll bring you the end of that once this 3rd place is finished. 1 more point awarded there for Alvarez.
So he continues to abruptly dominate. 35 seconds left now in the third. Not a whole lot of wrestling going on. Just fighting for position still. Acuna trying to make sure that he, at the very least, does not give up any more points. 15 now. And they'll call potentially dangerous. They'll get up, reset with 7 seconds left. As the clock winds down, Ethan Alvarez of Maryville High School is your 3rd place winner here at Al Smith.
Yeah, and Xavier Acuna, that right leg is really bothering him as he will limp over to the side.
Now what you want there, always want guys wrestling at full strength.
Head over here at 120. 5th place still up for contention here. Justice Thrasher of Center Grove trails Cameron Center of Wawasee 5-4. They're just coming out of blood time, it looks like. They're cleaning up some blood as we are going to try to get this 5th place match finished up. 1:14 left here in the 3rd period.
Still getting things ironed out before they resume wrestling here, and now they will. Let's get that over to you. There we go, we got it.
So one of the first kind of local, we haven't had a lot of local wrestlers here, but Wawasee, one of the NLC teams, Cameron Center, trying to get 5th place, currently leads 5-4.
And a 3-point takedown there.
Thrasher with a big takedown. Both wrestlers had a chance there as Thrasher takes a 2-point lead.
30 seconds left now after the takedown. Holds the lead by 2 and hoping to hold on. They'll call stalemate and reset.
Yeah, and only 13 seconds. This is huge right now. Center has a chance, but he's going to have to make a move and do it fast.
With 13 seconds left, wrestling for a 5th place title.
Yeah, Center got the 1 point. He's going to need that takedown and fast.
7-6 with 4 seconds. Trying to get it as quick as he can. Jumps in the air. With time expiring, he will fall by 1.
See very often, Daniel, the jump and try to get the takedown, but anything to try to make that work, as 5th place goes to Thrasher and Center Grove.
And we move on. We'll try to get this podium for you here. We got it on the screen. A big win there. Daniel Brown Jr. getting it done.
See Nick Freeze on the podium there, 6th place for New Prairie. He was at Mishawaka last year.
get things started off here is Colin Strayer of Crown Point and Noel Verduzco, of Lowell, facing off here.
Strayer in that iconic white Crown Point singlet with the CP on the back, and the black and red gradient of the Red Devils of Lowell is Noel Verduzco.
We'll reset here after the violation, and we're 30 seconds into the first.
Verduzco really picked that leg, trying to get that takedown.
They'll give it to him.
This is a big matchup in the state right now. This is the 7th-ranked Colin Strayer against the 5th-ranked Noel Verduzco, as both sophomores trying to make a big imprint here at the Al Smith and in the state finals. Seems far away, Daniel, but the state tournament starts in 1 month, actually less than that. We'll be bringing you the broadcast of the Mishawaka sectionals here from Mishawaka High School.
Strayer with only 1 point, trying to hold off Verduzco. But the Lowell wrestlers got control here. Call stalemate again, and now they're back with the neutral. 25 seconds left in the first, and Verduzco says, well, I'm wrestling now, taking shots. 3-1 as the score still stands. 15 seconds left now. And no points scored. The rest of that first period as we move on to the second. Verduzco wins the toss, elects to defer. And he'll take the top position here to start things off in the second with a 2-point lead and the title on the line.
Crown Point in pretty strong control of first place here as a team, 278. Second place, Center Grove, 252.5. So Center Grove's going to have to come up with some big wins. And hope Crown Point drops a few. And this would be one that if Lowell can get the win, that would help out the Center Grove Trojans.
Still wrestling around, looking for points to be awarded. Verduzco.
Yeah, he's been real dominant in the second period. Both these wrestlers placed in state last year. Verduzco placed 3rd, while Strayer placed 4th. So they faced off in that third place match at the state finals last year.
And Verduzco wants a takedown. And of course, more wouldn't hurt either. Trying to grab the right arm of Strayer. I'll call stalemate again, and Strayer will set up in the down.
Yeah, they faced off last year at 113 in the state finals, so they're up a couple weight classes. This isn't surprising, a low-scoring match between these two. That third-place match last year ended 1-0 in Verduzco's favor to get 3rd. So not a surprising low score. Actually, 4 times as many points have been scored already in this match than that one. So.
And as a buzzer will sound, 3-1 is the score in favor of Verduzco. The Lowell wrestler will take the down position here to start off the third.
And Verduzco really dominated that period, didn't give up any points.
Two-point reversal here. So Verduzco now holds a 4-point lead, and they'll go out of bounds.
Just really dominant so far. But when you're only up 4, anything can happen now, especially when you're in this position. If you give up an escape takedown, all of a sudden you're tied.
From the top position, trying to make something happen here and also make sure that Strayer isn't giving an escape.
Right now, Swarthwood of Garrett in control of the 3rd place, and another tight 5th place match going on right now between Center Grove and Hanover Central.
Still 5-1 with a minute left to wrestle in this 3rd period to decide things. Verduzco still got that left foot in, and they'll call it out.
Not much wrestling happening right now. Verduzco's got the 4-point lead, less than a minute here in the 3rd and final period.
Strayer trying to make something happen. Put any more points on the board.
Right now, Verduzco's just leaning on him, right? There's not much Strayer can do, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a stalling warning coming.
There you go.
I'm telling you.
You might know your stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Verduzco, you got a warning. You got 33 seconds. You got to wrestle a little bit harder. You can't give up one easy one. And really, in this position, wrestling means, hey, I'm trying to put him on his back, something. It's not just leaning on him, which is what he's been doing.
Yeah, with 15 seconds left, Verduzco holding a 4-point lead, 5-1 still. And it looks like he may just round this one out.
Yeah, that's a grind. I'd call that a grind right there. Verduzco just kind of was just leaning on him the whole time, didn't give him a chance.
Final 5-1 as Verduzco gets the best of Colin Strayer again. The Lowell wrestler will emerge victorious and Al Smith champ.
3rd place, pretty much over, 1 second left over there in 3rd place as Swarthwood of Garrett will be getting that victory here with 1 second left as they call a caution there.
And that'll do it.
That takes us over to 5th place. We've got one more match going on at 126, a tight one over for 5th place, as it is Dylan Marshall of Center Grove with a 7-4 lead over Evan Kreiderman of Hanover Central. One thing to remember about this tournament, yes, we're talking about 1st place, but some of these wrestlers in the 3rd place and 5th place matches are some of the top in the state as well. We've seen some big upsets today, which has led to a little bit of chaos into these tournaments.
As the clock winds down, 3 points just for good measure, a 6-point win. 10-4 is the final.
Dylan Marshall got that win for Center Grove, a big win for their team scores as we head over to the podium here for the 120 weight class.
That's Jeremy Carver, awarded the Al Smith title. 1st place here
Yeah, on the left side of your screen, they just took it off, but you saw Chance Smith over there in 8th place as he was able to get that 8th place medal. That'll send us Daniel 132.
Got Royce Malone here at Center Grove High School taking on Gavin Lewis of Crown Point.
Big matchup here. Crown Point has that Trojan on the back there. That is your Center Grove, Royce Malone. Again, the white singlet with the CP, your Crown Point's Gavin Lewis, and this is a huge matchup as these are two very decorated wrestlers right now. Gavin Lewis ranks 5th in the state, has placed 5th and 3rd at the state finals. Royce Malone, 3rd in the state, has placed 3rd and 7th in the state finals.
The two already aggressive wrestling, out of bounds. About 37 seconds in to the first, and now they'll set up again at the neutral. Get things going, get some points on the board. Malone and Lewis taking shots, neither successful. And there's a big shot. Lewis, he's got a leg. No points yet. And Lewis trying to pull Malone back in. And they will call stalemate. They'll set back up. 35 seconds left in the first. Still scoreless here.
And this makes sense, Daniel. These are two very decorated wrestlers. Both of them have over 70 wins. Royce Malone, 87-13 in his career as a junior. Gavin Lewis, also a junior, 74-14. But Gavin Lewis has the 2 Al Smith championships in his first 2 years of wrestling. He's trying to make it 3 in a row.
And they'll go out of bounds. Nearly running into the scorer's table and a photographer sitting in front of it, but they'll set back up at the neutral. 14 seconds left in this first. Knotted up at 0. Neither Malone or Lewis giving up an inch to the other.
What's so great about this tournament is the fans stick around. They may not be from Crown Point or Center Grove or Columbus East or some of these teams, New Prairie, but they're sticking around to see some of the best wrestling you'll see in the state until the state finals.
See Malone take a deep breath. He takes the down position. Second period underway. And Lewis got a tight hold.
He's got him around the neck there.
And he'll get up, and that's the first points here of the match. Malone will score first. And he's taking shots. A little under 1:30 now. And they'll call him out of bounds. Reset, 1:13 left in the second. Malone and Lewis. Malone with the 1-point lead after the escape. And they'll go out of bounds quickly again. They'll call stalling and reset.
Not a lot of shots have been as successful here as nobody scored. Really, it's been a lot of this kind of up top arm hand fighting as both wrestlers take a shot there.
40 seconds now to the buzzer will sound. We'll move on to the third, but looks like Malone looking to try to get a takedown Hasn't finished it yet.
Yeah, he's got both legs. Still no, they're saying nothing yet. He's got to get those arms. Right now it's Gavin Lewis's arms that are keeping him in it.
Let's see if he can hold strong for 15 more seconds. Still nothing. 5 seconds now. And the buzzer will sound.
Center Grove coaches are going over saying he should be getting 3 for that. Not really a lot of change throughout there, so I'd be surprised if they give him that.
It looks like Malone just simply ran out of time.
Yep.
1-0, so he still holds a lead going into the third, but a very slim one.
I don't know, they're talking about it. They might give him the 3. Nope.
So now Lewis will take the down to start off the third period. Malone looking to add to his lead. Maybe make it a little more comfortable than it is now.
An option start there. He's going to let him up for the 1 point.
So tied up now as they call him out early on, just 5 seconds in to the period. Shot taken by Malone, unsuccessful as a big counter defense there by Lewis. Both tied up.
And these are the fun, exciting matches when you get into third period, tied up, and somebody's got to make a play.
Out of bounds again.
I don't know. There looks like it'd be red on the back of the singlet there. I don't know where that. Yeah. I don't know if we can get a shot. It looks like Royce Malone's got that kind of red on the back on his back there. You can see some of the blood. Yeah, there it is. So blood time. They got to get that blood stopped, clean it up a little bit. I don't know. Eli's over there running the show. I don't know if he can get a shot of the back of that Center Grove wrestler there. You can see that blood on the bottom. So right now, it looks like they've stopped the bleeding, but they've got to get it cleaned up. Center Grove coach going out there saying, what's going on? Because we're going to get back to wrestling. Looked like they were just having a little chat session.
Yeah, not what you want during a final. Wrestling back underway. Still tied up at 1. A low-scoring match here, just like the last. As they'll go out of bounds again. Stalling call, 1 point awarded. And they'll give that one to Malone.
Yeah, and that's a big stalling. You can't. You've got to try to circle around. You can't just walk backwards out of bounds, as Malone's going to try to push him that way again.
And now a shot taken as a result.
Yeah, Lewis made a great shot. Got that leg. See if he can do something with it.
Malone's got 50 seconds, a 1 point lead.
Malone's done a good job getting out of that. See if he can make something happen with it.
Yeah, maybe turn this into his favor here.
Fifth place is over. Third place still going on here. 25 seconds over there as we're going to head back to the middle here.
2-1 still the score in favor of Malone. He's got less than 30 seconds that he's got to hold on to.
And Lewis has got to try for something. Malone took a shot.
And they'll be out of bounds with 5 seconds left.
We'll see, we saw Cameron Sensor try to do the jump, the jump takedown. We'll see what happens here with 5 seconds.
Do we get another one? No, just a missed shot. Stalling called, and the buzzer will sound. Royce Malone of Center Grove helps out his team. They continue a big day, taking down one of the Giants in Crown Point. We're going to see if we can get that podium on screen. There we go.
You can see the podium at far left there. Josh Kite's on the crutches. That's not a good sign for the Cavemen, but a really well done match to win from Lowell's Noel Verduzco as we get ready for 138 here at Mishawaka High School.
138, the final will feature Hunter Douglas of Homestead High School. He will be taking on 138 Evan Stanley, and that's of Lowell High School. The wrestler, very prestigious.
Yeah, two just very good wrestlers. Hunter Douglas coming in 26-0 on the year. 1-12-12 in his 4 years of wrestling from Homestead. I don't remember seeing Homestead here at the Al Smith last year. As Stanley gets the takedown, oh boy.
As I said, Stanley, a very, very good wrestler. And they'll blow a whistle here.
Yeah, they're going to call injury time here. That was Evan Stanley, a 2-time sectional, regional, semi-state champion. He has placed 3rd and 5th at the state finals. He is currently ranked 5th. Hunter Douglas has placed 3rd and, I'm on the wrong one. Hunter Douglas has placed 5th at state. He is currently ranked 5th, and right now he's on injury time. A big takedown from Stanley gives him a 6-0 lead to start off. Got the coach, the Homestead coach, talking to the officials. Looks like we're going to be good to go here as they stop that injury time. Stanley, just a very aggressive wrestler, causes some of those injuries sometime, but Stanley is going to try to make something happen here.
After being awarded that 3-point near fall, he'll let Douglas stand up as they get in neutral.
To quickly correct my Evan Stanley, 3rd place in state last year. He was 4th place in Illinois 2 years ago. He is ranked 1st in the state. He is going to wrestle at Cornell. Not next year, though. He's only a junior.
And he's got a 3-point takedown now. 9-1.
Well, he let him stand up there, so that's going to be 9-2 now after that.
Oh, headgear taken off the head of Douglas. It's not something you see very often.
Well, it came clean off, too. And it didn't look like a grab. It just kind of slid off there.
Yeah, pretty easily.
So the junior Evan Stanley has the 9-2 lead. He is trying to get that first place finish at state. Finished 3rd last year. Currently ranked 1st.
They're
working on that headgear, yeah.
Still in the first period, too. 1:05 left even, not even a minute in. They'll give him another headgear.
Actually, we're going to flip in a whole new headgear here. As Douglas is going to put on a black headgear, maybe not.
No, they said never mind. Forget about it. We're sticking with the white headgear, and hopefully we get back to wrestling here. Yes, we will. Whistle blows, and now we're back at it. We have finally just reached over the 1 minute mark. Big shot taken and successful. Stanley, another 3-point takedown. And near fall being awarded. He's hoping to get a pin and finish this job early in this first period. Let's see if he can do it.
Yeah, because 4 points won't get him to that tech fall quite yet.
And he's got it. A pin for Evan Stanley of Lowell High School.
Big win for Lowell as he gets the Al Smith title here today. That'll be his second Al Smith title after moving in from Illinois his freshman year.
We'll move on to the third place match. That is over on mat 2. We've got Angelo Vargo of Penn High School. He's 19-2, facing off against Henry Faro of Belmont. He's 27-1.
And that's actually over, it looks like. They're going to head to the last period. Fargo down 4-0 as Penn's trying to get on the board. Those of you tuning in to kind of year after year of Al Smith, not a lot of Mishawaka, not a lot of Penn wrestlers wrestling in any of these top 3 matches, and that's pretty rare in the local wrestling scene.
Fargo allows Faru to get up. So now a 5-0 lead in favor of the Belmont wrestler. Shot taken by Vargo. Trying to grab the left leg. Nothing yet. And they'll call stalemate. Nothing doing there.
Yeah, Coach Harper is really calling out to move the feet, and he wasn't able to do that.
The entire cave focused on this third place match as first and fifth have wrapped up.
I think fifth place still going on, actually. They're in blood time right now. They've only got 8 seconds left, but you're right. Right now, the only wrestling happened is in third place as Vargo tries to flip into something.
That's another takedown there for Farud. He's trying to help Belmont in team scores. 30 seconds left here, and we named the third place champ here at Al Smith.
And again, third and fourth here could mean you're potentially third and fourth at the state championship. You're facing some of the best wrestlers you will face all year at this tournament.
1 point escape. The only point now for Vargo is, looks like this one will wrap up and Henry Farud win. And apologies on the missed call there. There still is 8 seconds left here over the fifth place match.
Yeah, over in fifth place now, you've got 8 seconds left and only a 3-point lead, as this looks to be Donald Bowie of Warren Central, who leads Sonny Sessa 4-1.
And they'll drag that one out. Bowie will get the win there for Warren Central. The fifth place winner here at Al Smith, and we'll advance. First, we'll get the podium for you. As everybody gets set up and gets their medals hung around their neck.
This looks to be 132. Royce Malone, your champion there. I don't see Gavin Lewis on that podium right now.
To move on, we got the 144s, Cash Mays. He's of Zionsville High School. He'll be taking on Peyton Hornsby of Center Grove.
First Zionsville sighting here in the finals. Cash Mays 14-1 on the season. Went out to Fargo this year, finished 3-2. But the junior Peyton Hornsby of Center Grove was also at Fargo, and he won the Fargo tournament, 15-3 so far on the year here this year.
30 seconds in, hand fighting, but not yet any points awarded. Still fighting a nice dodge there by Mays, avoiding that shot as they'll go out of bounds. They'll set back up in the neutral. 1:05 left in the first period. Still no points scored. Three-point takedown now. Our first points of the match. That'll go to Hornsby.
Yeah, good job kind of powering through that. He had a good control, but he needed to get that full control to get takedown, and he finally did, able to get that 3-0 lead here in the first. Thought he motioned to stand up, but he's going to do an option start.
So the 1-point escape given to Mays. As they'll go out of bounds, and now they will stand up. 39 left in the first. 3-1 is a score in favor of Hornsby.
Both Hornsby and Mays juniors this year, trying to vie for a state title. Peyton Hornsby ranks second in the state, also placed second last year at the state finals.
3-point takedown adds to Hornsby's calls, and he leads by 5 now with 10 seconds left in this first period. And time will expire. Hornsby goes into the second with a 5-point lead, hoping to close this one out. But Cash Mays, we've seen him throughout these 2 days, and is no doubt a talented wrestler.
Looks like a little bit of blood time here. While we have a little break, if you're tuning in as a Mishawaka fan, we got some broadcasts coming up this week. Got girls basketball as the Mishawaka Cavemen will take on the Penn Kingsmen from down the street. So that'll be here at the Cave. On Thursday, we'll have some more wrestling action as the Mishawaka wrestling team will take on Northridge here at Mishawaka High School. That'll be in the West Gym, not here in the Cave. And then lastly, on Friday, we got a doubleheader of basketball as the girls varsity and boys varsity will both take on the Plymouth Pilgrims, not the Rockies.
That's right. Let's get back to it here. We begin the second period. Mays takes the down position, trying to escape, and he will. 6-2 the score now. Hornsby still in control, but Mays with the escape, maybe looking to create something here.
This is a big match here for Center Grove as they trail by 20 right now. So any points can help them.
3-point takedown award to Hornsby. It's his third already. They go out of bounds. .120 now left in the second. Mays takes the down. Trying to escape, but nothing doing. Hornsby, has control here.
Yeah, but if you're Center Grove, you're looking for more than just a decision. You want that major, you want that tech fall, you want that fall. Get those extra points.
He's got near fall.
You gotta be careful though. He's on his back too.
I'll give him 2. 11-2 now the score. .50 seconds left in the second period. Hornsby still working on Mays. Got his waist. Trying to maybe turn him a little bit. And again, you don't want a major decision. You want a fall, a tech fall. You want something to help the entire team score. Buzzer will sound and will advance to the third period. Hornsby still with an 11-2 lead, 9 points, the deficit for Mays. 2 set up in neutral as the third period is underway. Hand fighting, shot taken by Mays, and Hornsby counters it. Takedown awarded 14-2. And now 14-3 as he gives him that 1 point escape. He wants those takedowns. Boise fighting for him. He's got the leg, trying to get a cradle takedown. Again, 17-3. He needs 1 for a tech fall. Gives up the 1 point escape. Now 17-4. He needs to take down 1 takedown and no points given in a minute 20. Hornsby and Mays. Hornsby searching for a tech fall. 1:05 left. Still working under a minute now as they go out of bounds and they'll stand up neutral again. And that's to Hornsby's liking, I'm sure. As he's searching for that takedown, got the cradle. They'll give it to him.
That'll do it.
A tech fall there for Hornsby of Center Grove. He is your 144 Al Smith champion.
Yeah, great match there. I was glued into the 5th place there as that went into overtime. And Lowell did get the victory there. Also got an unsportsmanlike. There was some clapping in the face. You don't want that. So
no, you do not.
Great job by Hornsby, though, getting that win for the Center Grove Trojans as we head to the podium here. Angelo Vargo there getting his 4th place. As it'll be Lowell's Evan Stanley getting that 1st place victory as we get ready to head to our next weight classes. We are about halfway through here at 150. A new school here.
Got Hanover Central, and representing them will be Joseph Pawn, and he'll be taking on...
That's a freshman there from Hanover Central. They're having a good day here so far.
He'll be taking on Clinton Shepard of Crown Point.
Already 3-0 here in favor of Shepard and the Crown Point Bulldogs. Joseph Pawn ranked 8th in the state, but the number 1 ranked Penn State commit, Clinton Shepard, right now. Clinton Shepard is the pound-for-pound number 1 wrestler in the state of Indiana, as he is showing his medal right now, already up 7-0.
And counting. He's got 4 more near fall awarded. 11-0 in less than a minute.
It's not easy to do to any wrestler, but to do it to the 8th ranked 21-1 Joseph Pawn is something entirely different.
3 points near fall now, 14-1 after the escape for Pawn. Still working. And
that'll do it.
3-point takedown there finishes things off in a matter of 69 seconds.
That was very easy for Clinton Shepard, and that's why he is committed to go to Penn State, as he has finished second 2 years in a row at State, hoping to make it first here this year. That'll send us over to our third place match over on our right side. In the third place match, you have Hank Phoenicia against Marcus Malone. Phoenicia for Zionsville, Marcus Malone of Center Grove. I've got 1-0 online. I've got 0-0 here in person. We'll see who is right here shortly.
Go out of bounds and reset.
Still no points there. Phoenicia of Zionsville, Malone of Center Grove. Also have a fifth place match going on as well. Okay, now the scoreboard here has Phoenicia with a 1-0 lead, so we'll go with that. Looks like we have blood, so we're going to have blood time over here in third place. Daniel, so far, some good wrestling, not a lot of pins, which sometimes you get into these tournaments, and this might have been our fastest one right here, is 60-second tech fall, as we get ready to head into the second half of these matches, as we got a lot of good wrestlers coming up. You just saw Clinton Shepard, one of the best wrestlers in the state, one of the best top 10 wrestlers in the country at his weight class. We're going to see at 157 coming up next, Vander Litgarden of Center Grove, the senior, against one of the people we've seen wrestle a lot, who have a lot of accolades, Jeffrey Hivert of New Prairie. He is finally a senior. He is 22-0 on the year, 163-6 in his career.
Wow.
And he is looking to finally try to win his first state title this year. He's placed 4th, 5th, and 5th.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say so. It's not Carmel girls swimming good, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. Second period wraps up over the fifth place. Nearly doing the same here, the third. 10 seconds left. Phoenicia still with the 1 point lead. Going into the third.
Center Grove has got to get as many points as they can, try to close this gap. They haven't been able to. They went in down about 20 to Crown Point. They still trail by about 20 here. No team close to either Crown Point or Center Grove. Crown Point 283.5, Center Grove 264. Cathedral is in third place. They are almost 100 points behind Center Grove. So it is a two-person race here for first and second.
One to one here. And they'll call an illegal hold.
Yeah. Yeah, Malone got a point for that.
.105 now. Malone still with the 1 point lead. Now 40 seconds left in the third. Benisi's still looking to do something.
They're both taking shots. They've got chances here. They've got to convert them. Only 20 seconds left to wrestle here in period number 3.
3-point takedown.
Malone takes the commanding advantage, and that might be it.
Time expires, and Malone will get it done. He will accept the third place medal. And now your podium. Peyton Hornsby, the Center Grove wrestler, Al Smith champ. That is the 144 class. We've got here 157 William Litgarden. Here, Vander Litgarden, excuse me. 157 of Center Grove High School, and he's taking on the accolade full Jeffrey Hivert here of New Prairie.
Hivert ranked 3rd in the state. Vander Litgarden ranked 4th, so another highly ranked matchup here. Vander Litgarden 19-0 on the season. Jeffrey Hivert 22-0 on the season, so somebody's going to come out of here undefeated and somebody else with their first loss of the season.
As we both said, he has a lot of accolades, as do a few of those wrestlers over there wearing New Prairie. Same with Crown Point. And, of course, Center Grove. And that's the school that Vander Litgarden represents.
Yeah, Hivert had a great control of that leg, but couldn't convert it. He still got it. Can he do something with it? He's reaching for that other one as he pulls him back in.
3-point takedown awarded. Hivert scores first.
Really good job by Hivert sticking with that, right? He could have given up on that, tried something else, but he stuck with it, pulled him back in, was able to get that 2-point takedown.
.35 seconds left now. Hivert still with the 3-point lead. And they'll go out of bounds.
Huge contingent of New Prairie fans, kind of the far right corner from where we're at. They're taking up that whole corner. They've got some sort of bell over there, and they are excited with this 3-point lead.
Less than 20 now in the first. And Hivert may be in trouble. But he's going to spin out of that.
Yeah, really good 2-point reversal from Vander Litgarden right at the end, too. He needed to get some points out of that. He did. And now it's only a 1-point lead for Hivert.
Hivert in the down position here. And he gets the 1-point escape. Separates a little more from Litgarden. Now a 2-point lead. And they'll stop things here with the stalemate call.
Yeah, not much was happening there, so stalemate makes a lot of sense.
$1:20 now left. Shot taken. But a nice.
Yeah, Iver's kind of got that headlock on, but he hasn't been able to do anything with it as he reaches for that left leg.
50 seconds now left. No points yet. $25 seconds now left. And they'll go out of bounds.
And Hyvert's grabbing at that right ankle. He looks like he might be hurt. And they're going to call injury time, yeah.
So they'll go check him out.
And you're talking about somebody here, Hyvert, who has lost 6 times in his career. You wonder he's looking at his ankle. He's talking to the trainer right now. Over in 5th place, you did get a pin. That was Cathedral, it looked like. Tyler Levin over Griffin Ablin of Crown Point. So that's big for Crown Point. In Center Grove, we talked about that kind of 1-2 matchup. Right now, Center Grove is in good shape. They're down in this match, but right now, Jeffrey Hyvert's got an ankle injury. He's talking to the trainer. So if you're Center Grove, you've got a chance here to kind of gain a little bit if you can get a 6-point victory here if Hyvert can't go.
See, he's putting his headgear back on.
Yep, they're going to stop that injury time as we're back out, ready to wrestle.
With 24 left in the second. Hyvert holds a 4-2 lead. Both taking shots. The crowd wants a takedown call. The official says no.
What a great move there, kind of both ways. You had a great move by Vander Litgarden to almost get those 3 points. And then Jeffrey Hyvert kind of rolled out of it, almost got 3 himself. And now we're going to third period, 2 points lead for Hyvert of New Prairie. Center Grove fans flanking us on both sides behind us. They're calling for stalling, which wouldn't be surprised if that came soon.
Yeah, just not much wrestling going on.
Well, Vander Lindgarden still taking shots as he gets hold of the leg.
They'll give him a 3. And that helps him out.
Yeah, just like that, he takes the lead. And Jeffrey Hyvert looks like he's in pain again. And Vander Litgarden's already back. Hyvert limping his way there. Well, and look, he's going to say we're going to start in that up position, which is going to give Hyvert a point.
So now they're tied at 5. 1:14 to decide this thing.
Great job circling by Vander Litgarden.
No points yet. Still no points.
Yeah, this is usually where you end up in stalemates. Vander Litgarden, though, is trying to turn out, get those arms off of his legs.
And they're out of bounds. 37 seconds left to determine the Al Smith champ.
And Center Grove coaches want stalling called, but no call comes.
Ivor taking the shot. Nothing yet.
I think he's going to get it here soon, though. Uh-oh.
And now he's in trouble. Center Grove coaches and fans outraged.
Yeah, there it is.
3-point takedown. 3-point lead.
And he's trying to get him on his back even.
Near fall being awarded. 2 points.
And what a major upset. A huge, huge win here from Vander Littgarden. Getting the win over Jeffrey Hyvert, and that could be a rematch you see later on this year in the state finals as Jeffrey Hyvert takes his first loss of the season, and Vander Littgarden comes away victorious.
A 10-5 final, and Vander Littgarden is your Al Smith champ at the 157 weight class as we move on. We got the podium here for 150. The Penn State commit getting it done pretty quick fashion. Clinton Shepard.
Yeah, great. Joseph Palm with a great freshman campaign at 150 here, but he could not do anything, like you said, against the Penn State commit, Clinton Shepard.
We get things started here. We got another New Prairie wrestler. It's one of the most notable. It's MJ Staples of New Prairie. He's 62-0, 17-0 this season, and he's taking on of Center Grove, Owen Porterfield here. It's going to be an interesting one. Staples, pretty good at what he does and had a big year last year winning the state title as a freshman.
Yeah, MJ Staples trying to get some revenge here for New Prairie. He has not lost in his high school career as he gets those 3.
He doesn't plan on losing here. Gives up the 1-point escape. And an attempt to get another takedown, which they will give him. 6-1 early on.
Owen Porterfield trying his best, ranked 14th in the state, but right now looks overmatched.
They go out of bounds, give him the 1-point escape.
Yeah, a little shove there at the end. Porterfield was trying to say, what do I do here? We'll see what they do standing back up.
Three-point takedown again, his third. Staples leads 9-2.
Staples heard that buzzer, wondered what he should do, but that was for a different match.
They go out of bounds here. Still 38 seconds left in this first period.
Yeah, probably could have gotten that 3, had a foot still in, but I think you get close to the edge, some chairs, some people, they call it out just as safety here.
It's 9-3. Both on their feet.
Staples just a dominating wrestler on his way to a state title last year, and he's going to try to get this Al Smith title here today.
And that'll help. 3 more points for his 4th takedown.
And now he's not letting up. He's trying to get that pin.
May have had it for a moment.
Yeah, the ref just not quite there to call it. They're going to try again.
And just in the nick of time, the buzzer sounds for Porterfield. Still 4-point near fall for Staples.
Yeah, they didn't add those 4, though, did they?
Not yet on the scoreboard. I'm not sure why. Believe it should be 16-3. Yes, there we go.
There we go. No points in the 3rd place match to our right. 4-0 to our left as James Grimm has the lead in the 5th place. Staples really trying for this pin. He wants it bad.
Officials asking the wrestlers to start wrestling. Not much happening here. Fighting for position.
Yeah, Porterfield just kind of laying down there.
1:20 now left in the second.
Oh, and he's got a chance. Porterfield's in trouble now.
Near fall awarded for sitting for him.
So,
and there's the pin. MJ Staples remains undefeated. 63-0, 18-0 on the season. And he is now the Al Smith champ.
So not a win for Center Grove, but they made it to that final. As we are inching our way closer to the last few matches here, we've got third place and fifth place still going on. We'll talk to you quickly about third place. Over in third place, you got Benjamin Clark of Crown Point taking on Hayden Nasia of Hobart. And we're at 0-0 heading into the third. That's not something you see often.
Definitely different.
Right now, officials having a conversation with the Crown Point coach. Right now, Center Grove has cut into that Crown Point lead. They trail by just 13.5. This Crown Point match you're seeing in third place will give them some points, but Center Grove has a chance at 175 to try to cut it even further. At 175, Center Grove will have Sean Breedlove, the third-ranked 175 wrestler, taking on Columbus East's Lincoln Cooper. Because I think we're finally back to wrestling.
Let's see now. We're going to get this third period underway.
So Clark and Mencia will start in the neutral position. They do give some points out. Mencia with the 2-1 lead over Clark. Make that 3-1. Looks like overtime over in fifth place. That is Jimtown's Caden Roberts and Cathedral's James Grimm.
Three-one lead for Mansilla here. They'll go out of bounds. 59 seconds left on the clock. The Hobart wrestlers still leading by 2. 40 seconds left in the third. Hoping to close this one out. As they'll go out of bounds.
Yeah, the 2-point lead's a dangerous one, though. Now with the 3-point takedowns, that's a quick way to lose in the last minute.
What we saw here in the fifth place match, it was 4-1 with a few seconds left. Takedown, and then it's overtime.
Well, and they're stalling. The Hobart coach is over here saying, hey, you got to make sure to circle. You can't just walk out of bounds. You got to circle around. Looked like Mancia was pointing to his head that he got hit in the head there. Yeah, look, he's holding his head now. I think they might have just hit heads. You can actually see that big red mark up above his eye. Yeah, he's Mancia's looking around. Where's the blood? And he's looking in his nose. It's not there. It's because it's coming out of his forehead. He can't quite see that. Daniel, we got 175 coming up. After that, we got 190. Then you get into the 215, 285. So only a few more left here today. A prestigious tournament. It really doesn't get better in terms of broadcasting than this. What do you like most about coming here to the Al Smith invite and seeing these wrestlers?
I love the talent, of course. You got guys, 1, 2 in the state. They've broken records. They're returning champs, whether it be state champs or Al Smith champs. And of course, these guys traveling and the fans following. Yep. I think that's really cool. You never see the cave this packed, right, except for this event. And so to hear that, to hear the cheers, to hear the energy here, and adds to the broadcasting, makes our job easier and a lot more fun.
Yeah, you can see they're just taping up that head, put some gauze on it. He's just got to finish. He's got 5 seconds left. He's just got to not get taken down, and he'll come away with this win for the Hobart Brickies. That'll do it. Hobart comes away with a 3rd place victory as Crown Point drops to 4th as we get ready here for the podium from 157, it looks like. Yep, that's Jeffrey Hyvert, who came in 2nd, and a big victory for Center Grove there at 157 as William Vander Litgarden, will get the victory there in 1st place at 157. We're getting ready for 175, Daniel. Who we got?
We got Lincoln Cooper there of Columbus East taking on of Center Grove, Sean Breedlove.
Breedlove 18-0 on the season, ranked 3rd in the state. But Lincoln Cooper, 19-0 on the season, ranked 9th in the state from Columbus East, one of the great mascots in all of Indiana, the Olympians.
Shots being taken, nobody's successful yet. As we are 30 seconds in.
Here, 175, no 5th place match as there was a forfeit there, so just 1st place and 3rd place going on right now.
Shot taken. Still nothing. We got 45 seconds left. We still stand at 0 apiece.
Breedlove had the big win earlier today against Vinnie Freeman, the #1 ranked wrestler in the state, committed to Cornell. It was an exciting match, went down to the wire and got the close victory as Freeman would end up in 5th place after a forfeit. It's what makes this tournament so difficult to win.
Time begins to expire. Still no points scored. Neither Breedlove or Cooper having the edge over the other.
Yeah, right at the end there, both wrestlers kind of said, hey, let's just go to the 2nd period.
Man, some cartwheels kind of and somersaults, whatever happening there.
Yeah, some flipping around. Results in 1 point, 1st points of the match. as Cooper gets the 1-point escape.
Still taking some shots. Nothing other than that 1-point escape from a few moments ago. So we're over 30 seconds into the second. Still nothing. We're a minute in now. A shot taken, and they're close to the out-of-bounds line. The point of contact in for now. And they'll go out.
Yeah, good job by Breedlove getting up, though, and fighting back a little bit. You don't want to get called for stalling this early. And so he did a good job just fighting back just enough so that he didn't get called for that.
Go out of bounds again. Stand up neutral, 34 left in the second. And they'll go out of bounds again. We talked about in those consolation matches, you know, the further up you get in those weight classes, sometimes the less points you'll see scored. We saw a few of those low-scoring matches even in the lighter weight classes, but this one is a little more likely. It's consistent across all talents of wrestling. As the second period will expire 1-0 in favor of Cooper still. To start the third, still nothing. They go out of bounds again with 1:43. They start things off. Cooper was at the top. And they'll go out of bounds again.
Yeah, I mean, only 1 point has been scored so far in this match. Breedlove's got to try to tie it up here in this third period.
They'll go out of bounds one more time. 1:22 left on the clock now.
Yeah, and that's out of bounds just because you're close to that wood. They were still pointing the contact in, but called out just because of that edge there. This is big.
Yeah. Let's see what Cooper hold on. 1 minute left now. He's got to hold on. No, they'll give him the 1 point. And they're out of bounds. So it ties things up here as Breedlove gets himself on the scoreboard. 52 seconds remain. .35 seconds now.
Crown Point just got a huge pin in that third place match.
They'll go out of bounds again. Tied up at 1. 27 seconds to decide it.
Breedlove lucky he didn't get called for stalling there. You don't want to lose on stalling calls.
Looking for a takedown call for Breedlove. Let's see if they give it to him. They do.
Takedown and more.
Buzzer will sound, and they'll award him some near fall points.
There's the sportsmanship you like. Breedlove helping Cooper up after he gets that victory and a big-time Al Smith winner after being runner-up last year. Sean Breedlove is your champion.
So as the 175 weight class wraps up, we're going to go ahead and show the podium there.
And this looks like the podium for 165, where Owen Porterfield finished runner-up to the still undefeated 63-0 MJ Staples of New Prairie. He's got a collared shirt on up there. That's going to take us to 119. You're going to see two new teams in here we haven't seen a lot of. It'll be Belmont at 190 with Xavier Palacios and then Kyle Harden of Cathedral. Kyle Harden, a big-time football player in the state of Indiana. He has placed 4th, 7th, and 6th at state. And then the senior Xavier Palacios finished 4th in state, finished 8th in state last year and is ranked 4th right now in state.
And quickly, you got a 3-point takedown.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot of points last match, and Kyle Harden put an end to that right away with the takedown. No third place match here, just 1st and 5th.
Palacios gets that 1-point escape, making it a 2-point match. Less than a minute remains now. Shot taken by Harden. He's got that left leg. And Palacios trying to make his way out of bounds, bringing Harden with him, but Harden's still staying in, trying to pull him back in. It looks like nothing's happened, but there's strong, almost tug of war there.
That's interesting. I thought he might try to sweep that leg out, but let him go.
Big shot again, and this time he will take him down. 6 points now for him. He's hoping to get some near fall, maybe even a pin. And the buzzer will sound. 6-1 is the score in favor of Harden. The Cathedral wrestler leads Palacios of Belmont. Palacios will defer, and Harden will take the down position.
He didn't write it down here. I was looking at 4th-ranked Palacios. Kyle Harden is ranked 2nd in the state. He didn't write it down on his paper here, but he's ranked 2nd. He has placed all 3 years of high school. And in 2024, he was 2nd here at the Al Smith.
Eight to 0 now the score after those points given to Harden, and
Harden's got 2 more.
Now 10-1, 9-point lead with a minute 25 left in the second period. It's against the 190 weight class, so we got 215, 285, and that ends our day. More near fall for Harden.
Yeah, he's inching towards that tech fall territory.
13-point lead. He needs 15 for a tech fall. Palacios kind of just laying there, not really doing much, just trying not to give up any more points. Looks like he's trying to break out of it now. "15 seconds left. And they'll call stalemate. I think we were all kind of waiting for that call a little bit. Palacios in a position where he felt all he could do was lay. Now 6 seconds left. Palacios trying to get a 1-point escape to end the period, and Harden says no.
Yeah, good job by Harden. He's got to get him back down, make sure not to be sawing himself, and was able to get those legs, get him down right at the last second.
The wrestlers will begin the third period in neutral. And Harden takes a quick shot.
Harden just needs that takedown.
And that's a 3-point takedown for Palacios instead. And Harden no longer in that nice position to win. So now leads by 10.
Yeah, he's got the big lead, but right now he's just stuck underneath. Doesn't have a way out.
Palacios for essentially the first time in this match in control. He still trails by 10. 50 seconds now left. With 35 seconds left now, Harden may be thinking, just gonna ride this one out. Take the fall.
Yeah, I mean, he can almost just stall his way to the end at this point.
Clock winds down, and Kyle Harden, after placing second last year at the Al Smith Invite, is now your Al Smith champion for the 190 weight class.
That'll take us to the 175 podium. We are going to show you what's going on there, including a 7th place Caden O'Neill. No Vinnie Freeman down there. Lincoln Cooper gets his 2nd place. In 1st place, Sean Breedlove. That'll take us 2:15. Let's see what we got here at 2:15.
We got Brady Ashelman. He's of Zionsville, another Zionsville wrestler here in the final, facing off against Cesar Salas of Crown Point, a sophomore in high school for Crown Point at 2:15.
Cesar Chavez ranked 1st in the state, placed 5th last year as a freshman. Again, at these top weight classes, that's pretty hard to do. And Cesar Salas has done it, and he's got a chance to be an Al Smith champion this year.
Salas gets things kicked off with a 3-point takedown.
Looks like Ashelman is going to Bodine College to play football after he is done this year. Ashelman is ranked 5th in the state, but Cesar Shala is a dominant first, but he is 16-2 this year.
3-point takedown again after the 1-point escape for Ashelman. Salas takes a 5-point lead. Salas is someone I have a good memory of from last year when I called the Al Smith invite with Zeke Valdez. He's a very good wrestler.
This is somebody who's medaled at the Super 32 duel, was a finalist at Fargo, and then was a medalist at the highly regarded Ironman. Zionsville's had a good showing here. They haven't been a part of this for a long time, so a good job by Zionsville against some finalists, some third placers. Tough task for Ashelman today against Cesar Salas.
(9-2) the score now.
Daniel fans starting to dwindle here as we get down to the last few bouts here from Mishawaka High School. Thanks everybody for tuning in. It's one of our great broadcasts of the year, but also challenging. Y'all are on break. We haven't been here, and you guys came back to do this. So, Daniel, we got a whole crew of people that we'll thank here in a little bit that are doing a great job. We're learning wrestling on the fly. Daniel, you think as a freshman you'd be here knowing as much as you do about wrestling?
No shot. No shot.
Daniel and I are wrestling novices, but we have learned through the years the rules and the scoring and the other things as I just hit the camera. But we have been able to get that right.
We'll get that fixed for you there as far as the scoreboard. It is most certainly not 8-20-1.
Yeah.
Although Salas is dominating currently. Here in the cave, it is 9-2.
Not only is Cesar Salas a great wrestler here in the state of Indiana, he is ranked 11th nationally. 60-7 in his 2 years of wrestling in high school. Came away with 4. Near fall there as he's trying to put this one away.
$11-point lead. 40 seconds left here in the second.
One more final match to go here as we wind down our coverage here at the Al Smith Tournament from Mishawaka High School.
20 seconds left now. Salas still in firm control as they go out of bounds.
The cheers you hear were tech fall over in the third place match, as Aiden Hunt had a big throw. Actually, that is not a tech fall yet, but he did have a big throw, has extended his lead 11-1.
Time will expire here on mat 1 for the first place match. 13-2 as it still stands. Salas still has a commanding lead. As we start here, he's trying to get the escape, but Ashelman with head full of steam, charges them both out of bounds.
He just needs that one escape, and this will be it.
Ashelman does not want to give that up.
And that'll do it.
He's got it. That's a tech fall for Cesar Salas. He gets it done. A big win for the Crown Point wrestler.
That'll take us over to third place as fifth place has just finished too. 1 minute to wrestle, 11-1 lead for Aiden Hunt of Garrett over Clayton Miller of Columbus East. This has been an exciting one, even though the score is a 10-point lead for Hunt.
With 25 seconds left. An 11-1 lead.
Aiden Hunt ranks 6th in the state. Just ran into the buzzsaw that is Cesar Salas.
3-point takedown to add to his lead. 10 seconds left now.
It'll be interesting to see here at 285. We noticed in the introductions, Cameron Hazlitt was kind of favoring his side a little bit. He was kind of wincing in some pain, so we'll see how he can do against the third-ranked James Hartleroad, as that'll end it at 215, as we will take to the podium for 190 winners. Those are your 8 placers at 190. First place went to Kyle Harden of Cathedral. The linebacker football star is trying to do a little bit better than he has at the state tournament. He has finished 4th, 7th, and 6th in state. He has a career record of 135 and 16, and he's going to try to take this Al Smith title and take that momentum into the rest of the season.
Start to round things up rather here. We got Cameron Hazlitt here of Lowell High School taking on James
Hartleroad,
and he's of New Prairie.
Hazlitt ranked 1st in the state. Hartleroad ranked 3rd in the state. Hazlitt finished last year as the state title winner as a freshman at 285, which is very rare.
The wrestlers almost run into the official, and the official was very quick to get out of the way. You don't want to run into those guys. Still no score yet. 0-0 as it stands. We got a pin over at the third place. But here in this first place match, still no points scored with 50 seconds left. .30 seconds left now, still 0-0.
You're at a big pin in third place as Crown Point finished in 3rd. Still 5th place going on.
They'll go out of bounds.
They almost ran into our camera people down there.
.10 seconds now in this first period. And that'll do it. Scoreless in the first as they move on to the second. Neither Hazlitt or Hartleroad giving up any points or scoring any. They'll stand them up here as a point is given. Hazlitt leads by 1. Now he leads by 4 after the 3-point takedown. They'll call him out of bounds with 1:30 left on the clock. Hazlitt's got the top position here. Road trying to make something happen as Hazlitt has a commanding lead still with 1:15 left in the second period. Now with the minute left, Hazlitt still with the commanding lead, 4-0. Nothing yet changed. She still has controlled this match on top. They'll call stalemate. And they'll reset. "52 seconds on the clock now for period 2. "45 seconds now, 4-0 still. Hazlitt leading. Trying to get a turn. No, not that time.
This is a big one for Hazlitt. He's ranked first in the state, but like I said, he was coming in favor in that side. This is against the number 3 wrestler, somebody who's quite a bit bigger than he is just by looking out there. And Hazlitt did get hit with a stalling call, so that could be something Hartle Road could use to his advantage. Stalling in the second period, you could really rack up some points if that continues.
A 1-point escape for Hartle Road there, and these should have 2 now.
New Prairie coaches are hyped about that.
So 4-1. And the buzzer will sound here. The final period of the final match here at Al Smith. Deciding the 285 weight class champ.
And Al Smith has stayed here through the whole thing. He's still down there on the sidelines monitoring this match. What a move.
Nice takedown there, Hazlitt. Trying to secure this victory.
You don't see people in the 285 weight class move like that and get takedowns in that fashion.
Trying to grab an arm as Hazlitt with 1:15 left. Add to this lead. Get some near fall, maybe even a pin. He's even holding up a 3 saying no.
They didn't call anything. Coach is telling him to wrestle. To be that good at something, what do you think? After this, we're going to get you the podium for 215 as well as 285. And then the team trophy champion, which I think is going to end up going to the Crown Point Bulldogs. But we'll check that here shortly.
They'll call stalling here.
Yeah, this time on Hartle Road.
30 seconds left now to decide this one, and they say potentially dangerous there with the arm.
Danny's checking on him. The New Prairie coach talking Hazlitt a little bit. Hazlitt telling him, I'm just checking on my friend. That's what he said.
"15 seconds left to decide this one, and it looks like Hazlitt's got this one all wrapped up. And that'll do it. The Lowell wrestler helps up his friend in Hartle Road there, and he's the 285 Al Smith champion.
Good job by Hazlitt getting that victory. Good sportsmanship by all, some hugs. That's really good to see here to end as we head to podium here for 2:15 as Cesar Salas will get the victory there. With that, Daniel, let's go through some team scores. We're going to start in 10th, move our way up to first. How's that sound?
Let's do it.
In 10th place here today was Zionsville. They had a good showing here with 121 points. 9th place, Westfield. They had a really good showing in those lower weight classes here today. They finished with 129.5 points. 8th place is New Prairie. They're going to finish with 137 points. In 7th place, Garrett will come away with 141 points. 6th place will be Columbus East with 152.5 points. In 5th place, only a half point ahead of Columbus East is Bloomington South with 153 points. Those two are rivals down in the southern part of the state. In 4th place, you just saw a champion from Lowell. They'll finish in 4th place at 157.5 points. In 3rd place is Cathedral. They'll finish with 176.5 points. And then your kind of giant two, your top two, are Center Grove, who will finish in 2nd place with 176 points. And in 1st place, yet again, is the Crown Point Bulldogs. They will finish with 297 points. That'll do it.
It's quite the domination there.
We are showing you quickly the podium there you see in the top right corner as we wrap up here. Daniel, last thoughts on the Al Smith?
Well, look, like I said early on, the energy is so fun. I love that these teams and fans and everything, they travel for miles
all over
here. State of Indiana just to get here. They bring the energy and obviously great wrestling. I love watching that. I don't know much about the sport, but I enjoy seeing somebody do something in a high level, and they do that a lot here at Al Smith. So to see that, it's been great. And then, of course, to call another broadcast with you is always fun.
Thanks, Daniel. Thanks to the crew. We had Karma, Dylan, Eli up here running the show from up here down on the floor. Cam, Ryan, Nico did a great job down there. So thanks to everybody here. We'll be back on the air on Tuesday night as you can check out some girls basketball action here from the Cave as the Mishawaka Cavemen take on the Penn Kingsmen.